Welcome to Airchecks, the 30-minute children's western program Bobby Benson and the Bee Barbie Riders, starring Clive Rice as Bobby 1951 to 1955 on MBS, was heard weekly, 1949 to 1955, on WKIC Radio, 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, as well as on Monday at 8 p.m., Saturday at 5 p.m. and Sunday at 3 p.m. This popular kids program, which gave a 20-something-year-old Don Knotts his comedic role as the voice of Old Geezer, Windy Wales, outlasted nearly all other children's adventure dramas, including Superman, Captain Midnight, Straight Arrow, Sky King, and Green Hornet. Here are 2 episodes of Bobby Benson and the Bee Barbie Riders.
Here they come. They're riding fast. They're riding hard. It's time for excitement and adventure in the West with Bobby Benson and the Bee Barbie Riders. Bee Today's exciting story, Double Dare. It's a brisk autumn day down in the Big Bend. Right now, 2 of the ranch hands, Windy and Irish, are sitting atop a corralled rail looking at one of the valuable Brahma bulls recently purchased. Suddenly, however, the noose of a lasso snakes through the air and settles over Windy. A moment more, and he's toppled from the rail and sent staggering backward across the ground.
Hey, what's the... Little boss, why'd you want to go and lasso me?
Sorry, B. Windy, you look like a newborn calf staggering at the end of that rope.
Oh, golly, Windy, I'm sorry if I scared you.
I darn near swallowed my bubble gum. I mean, it scared me. Heck no, little boss. Shucks, I wasn't scared, but, you know, when a real tough hombre like me gets took by surprise, he's liable to start a shooting by reflex.
Shooting with what, your bubble gum? That rope had your arms pinned to your side.
Now, looky here, Irish.
Oh, I really am sorry, Windy. I was just practicing with my rope. Harker showed me a new way to toss it.
Oh, Bobby boy learned fast. He sure took care of a long-eared goat named Windy Wales.
Now, you keep out of this, Irish. So you think you're good with a rope, huh, little boss? Well, sir, suppose I give you a real test. Yeah. Let's see you toss a loop over that Brahma bull.
Oh, that'd not be fair, Windman. Too hard.
Heck, yes. Look at the width of his horn.
Now, don't go trying to back down, little boss. Go on. I dare you to lasso that bull.
I'm not trying to back down, Windy, but I don't think I'd better. It might be dangerous.
Bobby's right, Windy. That bull's ornery enough as it is. If we try to rope him, it's liable to make him mad.
And that Brahma's awful big. It could cause a lot of damage if he once got started.
Afraid to take a dare, huh?
Well, it's not that, Windy, but...
Well, go on then. Go on.
Just ignore him, Bobby. He's just trying to salve his own conscience by asking you to do the impossible.
Oh, I could do it all right. Leastways, I think I can.
And go ahead. Go on. I double dare you.
All right, then. I will.
Wait, Bobby boy. Or better you not take chance.
No, sir, Harker. I'm not turning down any double dare. Move over, will you, Irish, so I can get on the fence.
All right, Bobby, but be careful you don't get your legs inside. That bull is in a mean
I'll
mood.
be careful. I'll just get this rope ready.
Bobby boy, more
Let him be, Harker. Go on, little boss. I'm a-watching.
I'll need a big loop to go over those horns.
That bull sure looks nervous. Maybe...
All right. There!
Yeah, you missed. All you did was snick him in the nose with a rope.
Yeah, but look at the bull.
Golly, is he mad?
Hey, it looks like he's fixing to charge.
Get down, quick, Bobby boy.
Look out, little boss. Look out, here he comes.
Lowering speed. He's busted right through the corral fence.
And there he goes.
You be all right, Bobby boy?
I guess so. I fell when I jumped off the fence, but, oh, golly, how are we going to catch that bull?
Bobby, Windy, what's been going on here?
Oh, golly, Tex, am I glad you
The
came.
Brahma bull broke through the corral, Tex. Look, there he goes, heading towards the mountains.
You wouldn't think a critter that big could move so fast.
A bull like that can do a lot of things you wouldn't expect. Get your horses, boys. We've got to get after him.
Oh, golly, Tex, I'm
No
sorry.
time to talk now, son. That bull's big enough and mean enough to cause real damage if we don't get him back fast. Now get a move on, boys. Let's ride.
Faster, amigo.
Tex, look, the bull turned. He's heading towards the Barkley homestead.
Doggone, there ain't nothing but women on the place.
Come on, we've got to head him off before he gets there.
Get up.
Come on, faster, faster. Come on.
Glory be, look, Tex. The bull smashed clean through that fence.
Yeah, and kept right on going.
Doggone, that thing's a living battering ram.
We've got to get him before he kills someone. Come on, let's ride.
must be clean out in his head. He run right through that haystack.
Let's turn back toward the mountains. Come on, boys. We may catch him there.
Look, Tex. He knocked that feed wagon right over.
But we're gaining on him. Faster, boys. Faster. Hold on, boys.
We got him, Tex. He strapped himself in that canyon pocket.
Wendy's right, Tex. This pass is the only way out.
Yeah, he's cornered, but now how are we going to get him out of there?
Canyon be too narrow. No room for all of us.
And it'll take every rope and man we've got to hold that bull if he starts running again.
No chance of scaling the canyon wall and getting him from above. It's too steep.
Oh, but, Dolly, there must be some way.
But how?
Hey, I got an idea, Tex. If I could get him to come out through this pass, you fellers could rope him, couldn't you?
Well, I reckon so, but how could you get him to come out?
Just leave that to me. Now I'll just get my saddle blanket off Mabel here.
Why do you need your saddle blanket?
Heck, little boss. Ain't you never seen how them bullfighters work?
Bullfighters?
Sure, them, what is it the Spaniards call them? Cuspidors?
You mean matador, Windy.
Well, whatever kind of door it is. If they can do it, so can I. I'll wave this blanket at the bull till he comes out of the canyon. And you fellers can rope him.
No, Windy, it's too dangerous. You might be killed.
Oh, doggone, we got to get that bull. And heck, I know this will work.
Well, all right, Windy, go ahead, but be careful.
Be awful careful, Wendy.
Don't you worry about me. Just you have them ropes ready and leave the rest to Windy Wells.
Good luck, Windy.
Oh, golly, Tex, you don't think he'll get hurt, do you?
I hope not, son. You know, there's no stopping Windy once he gets an idea in his head.
Oh, gosh, he's just got to be all right.
All right, men, get your horses ready.
We'll be ready, Adriano.
Better get those ropes cinched tight around your saddle horns. When that bull comes out, it's going to take an awful lot to stop him.
Fellas, look. Wendy stopped. He's just standing there with the blankets in his hand.
All right, you longhorn hunk of people. Stay cool and get me. Well, come on.
Uh-oh. The bull's seen him.
That's a good thing Windy didn't go any further into that canyon, or he'd have been trapped himself.
That bull be crazy mad.
Look, Wendy's flapping the blanket for the bull's just standing there, watching him.
Oh. What'd Windy want to go further into the valley after that bull for?
You'd better stop him, Tex.
Windy! Windy, come back!
Did not hear you, Adriano.
Oh, he's still moving in on the bull.
Crazy fool. If that bull charges him now, he'll be trapped. Windy!
Windbag, come back.
Tex, we've got to stop him.
Oh, we can't, son. If we make any sudden moves now, that bull is sure to charge.
He looks like he's fixing to charge now anyway. He's lowered his head.
Then shoot him, shoot
Oh,
him.
we can't do that, son. Windy's in the way. We'd hit him.
Glory be, and he's too far away for us to help him. We'd never get to him in time.
Amigo can. Get off, Amigo.
No, wait, Bobby.
He's going to try to reach Windy before the bull does.
He'll never make it. The bull's starting to charge now. They'll both be killed.
A race to the death as Bobby tries to save Windy from the maddened bull. Keep listening. In just a moment, we'll go back to Bobby Benson and his B-Barbie riders and find out what happens next in this exciting story of adventure in the West. But first, a word about a race we're having. Yes, sirree. We're really working hard to get those swell pictures of Bobby Benson and your official membership blanks out to you just as soon as possible. But frankly, you riders have really surprised us. We know how loyal you listeners are to the B-Barbie, but we didn't know just how many of you would write in. So you'll just have to bear with us. We're having extra copies of the picture and membership certificate printed just as fast as we can. And rest assured that your personal copies will be heading your way just as fast as we can manage. Now, if you haven't received yours yet, please be patient here. Thanks. And now let's get back to the Big Bend and today's thrilling adventure, Double Dare. Trying to recapture the enraged Brahma bull which broke away from the B-Barbie, Windy Wales has gone into a narrow canyon pocket, only to find himself trapped there. But then as the bull lowers its head to charge, Bobby Benson suddenly spurs his giant Palomino amigo into action and sends him racing forward. Into the canyon he races toward Windy as the bull also begins its charge. The valley echoes with thunderous hoofbeats as the magnificent horse and the giant bull race toward each other, the tiny figure of Windy between them. For a moment it looks as though either might reach its goal first in this race of giants. But then, in a sudden sprint, Amigo reaches Windy, and he swings into the saddle behind Bobby just in time to escape the maddened bull.
Little boss, you saved me. If it hadn't been for you...
Oh, skip it, Windy. We've got to get out of here before that bull can charge again.
No, little boss, look. The bull's gotten out through the pass, and here come Tex and the fellas.
You all right, Bobby boy?
Oh, sure, Harka.
Son, I... Go to work, Bobby.
I think it wasn't me. It was Amigo that did it all. Who wasn't it, fella? Tix.
What's wrong, Bobby?
I just noticed. Amigo's been hurt. Look.
Yeah, I see.
It looks like the bull's horns must have grazed his flank as he went by.
Oh, is it bad, Tix?
Oh, it's not deep, but we better get him back to the ranch and patch that up.
What about Bull, El Tejano?
We've missed our chance to get him, Harker. It'll be dark soon, and it'll be plumb suicide to try to track him in the dark.
Well, there's not much danger of it causing more trouble tonight anyhow. He'll probably stay here in the mountains.
But tomorrow we're coming out here again to get him. Now let's head back for the ranch.
Hey, quiet, hero. They'll hear you.
What'd you do out here, Bobby boy?
What? Oh, it's you, Harker. I'm not doing anything.
Horse be saddled, dog got collar on, you all dressed. That'd be a funny way to do nothing.
But, oh, doggone.
Where you plan go, Bobby boy? Not be good right at night.
Well, I might as well tell you. I'm going to try to find that darn old bull.
In dark? That'd not be good.
But, golly, Harker, it's all my fault that the bull broke loose. If I hadn't thought I was so smart and tried to rope him, the bull never would have gotten away.
How you find Bull in dark?
Well, sure we'll find him, won't you, Phil? I've been training him, Harker. He can follow trails by the smell.
Maybe so. Don't be smart.
We can find the bull tonight. Maybe even catch him.
Too dangerous, Bobby boy. You not try hunt Bull in dark.
Oh, I've got to, Harker. It's the only way I can square myself.
Me tell El Tejano to stop you.
Oh, Harker, you wouldn't snitch on me, would you?
You put Harker in bad spot, Bobby boy.
But you won't tell him, will you?
Me? No, me not tell. But not let you go hunt Bull alone either.
What do you mean?
You wait while Harker saddle horse, Bobby boy. Maybe so me not be able to stop you. Let me go along, see you not get hurt.
Oh, golly, Harker. Funny to be riding this horse instead of Amigo.
Not be for long. Amigo be all right.
Well, that's what Tex said. But he told me not to ride him for a few days. Not until I... Hey! Amigo must have picked up the scent.
The way Bull go when we last see him.
Oh, it's sure a good thing there's a full moon. Makes it almost like daylight.
That'd be good. We want catch Bull, not want him catch us.
Golly, what's Hero doing now? Going all around in circles, sniffing the ground.
Him try to decide which way Bull go.
Hey, look, Harker, he's got it. There he goes. Come on, Harker, after him.
Do not go too fast, Bobby boy.
All right, but come on, Harker. That bull can't have gone much farther.
We ride many miles already.
Oh, golly, and what a trail.
In one canyon, out other.
Hey, that's Hero barking. Sounds like he found something.
Maybe him find Bull.
Come on, we better get around there fast. Yeah!
Stay away, Bobby boy. Let Harker go first in case it be Bull.
No, it's all right, Harker. There's Hero when I don't see the bull. Oh, boy, hold there, hold there. Golly, what's wrong with you, Hero? Why are you barking at that big rock there?
Look, Bobby boy. That be why him bark.
It's a bull. He was behind that rock.
Look out. Him gonna charge.
Harker, the horses, they've run off.
And here come Bull.
Oh, no! No, look, Harker. Hero stopped him. He's snapping at the bull and keeping him there.
Let's see our chance. Quick, this way.
No, Harker, I've got to help Hero. I've still got my rope over.
You'll not try rope Bull. Not do any good.
But he's trying to trample Hero. I've got to stop him. Let me go, Harker.
You come this way through here. Then we call dog. Come.
But Harker.
Bull not be able to follow here. Pass too narrow. There. Now call dog.
Hero! Here's the way. Come on, Hero.
Here come dog.
Oh, come on, Hero. Oh, thank goodness you're all right. Oh, good boy, good boy. Gosh, the bull almost caught him.
See, Bobby boy. Bull outside pass. Not can get through.
And golly, would he like to? Look at him, Harker.
Oh, now him real mad.
Well, he can't get us in here. Hey, but how are we going to get out?
This be Box Canyon. No way out but one pass.
Oh, and the bull's waiting for us out there. Oh, golly.
We'd be safe here, but no can get out.
Well, do you think the bull will give up and go away?
Not think so.
Well, what'll we do?
All we can do is wait. Boys from ranch find it.
But, golly, they probably won't even miss us till morning. You mean we're going to have to spend the night in this canyon?
Look that way.
Oh, gosh.
But not here. More better we sleep on ledge.
Well,
There.
why, Harker?
Maybe snakes in canyon. We not take chance.
Okay. Come on, Hero. Come on, fella.
Wait, Bobby boy. That dog smells something. See our hair stand up?
But what could he smell?
me find out. You wait. Harker take stick, stir up grass. Now me find out.
I still don't see anything. Tell me, Hero, what's bothering you? There's nothing in that press. Harker, behind you. It's a rattler.
Stay back, Bobby boy.
But he's going to have a strike. Harker!
Me fix.
You did it. Oh, you killed him, Harker.
Me do.
Oh, golly, if you hadn't been fast enough, he'd have... Harker, why holding your arm now?
Me not fast enough.
Those spots are... You've been bitten. That rattler's poisoned you.
Harker, bitten by a poisonous rattler, in need of immediate medical attention. And yet there's no way that they can get out of that canyon. Be sure and keep listening. In just a moment, we'll go back to the Big Bend for the thrilling climax of this exciting story of adventure in the West. But first, we'd like to tell you about something that we discovered from the letters we've received. You know, a lot of the riders across the country have banded themselves together into local clubs of the B-Bar-B riders. Well, that's something that we here at the B-Bar-B are all for. You know, we hope to turn these clubs into a truly active force for good around the country, just as the B-Bar-B is down in the Big Bend. From time to time, we're going to deputize you riders to perform real tasks for us. So how about starting now, All of you bona fide riders, tell your friends about your club and get them to listen to the B-Bar-B with you. That way, when we're ready to go into action, you'll really be able to have a club that every one of you will be proud to belong to. Yes, sirree, it'll be a real mark of distinction to be able to say, I am a B-Bar-B rider. And now let's get back to the Big Bend for the climax of today's thrilling adventure, Double Dare. Seeking refuge from the crazed Brahma bull which escaped from the B-Bar-B, Bobby Benson, his Indian friend Harker, and his dog Hero find themselves trapped in a box canyon. But then suddenly, as they resign themselves to spending the night in the canyon...
Harker, that rattler bit you.
Me not kill him fast enough.
But what are we going to do? You need a doctor. I'll have to try to get out of here.
I can do, Bobby boy. You try to leave canyon, bull kill you.
But that rattler's poisoned you. We got to get out.
Not be any good. Too far to ranch. Poison work fast.
But Harker...
Me treat bite myself. Do like my people do. Give me knife, Bobby boy. Must work fast.
All right, Harker, here, but...
Now, Bobby boy, look other way. Not watch what Harker do. Must make bite bleed. Try get poison out. You turn around.
All right, Harker. Whatever you say.
Now. Not look, Bobby boy. Must make bleed good.
Isn't there anything I can do? There must be something I can do to help you.
In a minute. No.
Harker, your arm, it...
Must be brave, Bobby boy.
All right, Harker. Just tell me what to do.
You see plant by side of canyon, one with red leaf.
Yeah, I see it.
You bring leaf, many leaf.
All right, Harker.
Careful, Bobby boy. Maybe more rattler here.
I'm okay, Harker.
Bring leaf fast.
All right, Harker. All right, Harker, here. Now, what do I do?
Wrap round arm. Here, me do that. You got soft mud. Bring here.
Mud?
The mud up there by spring. Bring plenty. Must cover whole body with mud and leaf. Bobby boy, work fast. Must work fast.
Right, Hero. All right, Harker. Here's some more mud. That ought to be enough to cover you completely.
Good.
How do you feel now, Harker?
Feel funny like be in front of big fire in cold room. Cold one side. Hot other.
Here, let me feel your body. Golly, Harker, you have got a fever. It feels just like you're burning up.
You're not worried, so just keep mud on Harker.
Oh, what good will that do?
Save many of my people. Me see medicine men do this with me little boy.
And it worked?
Fella bit by snake. Hot like me. Talk local.
You mean he was delirious?
Medicine man him fix mud. Plant leaf like this. Say will drive out evil demon.
But that's just a superstition.
All Indian medicine talk about demon. We know not true, but medicine works sometime.
Oh, it's just gotta work on your Harker. It's gotta.
Maybe will drive demons out of Harker. Windman. Him always say, Harker, only Indian in world with devil.
Harker! Harker! Oh, golly, he's fainted! Oh, golly, Hero, don't howl like that. Harker's not dead. He's gonna be all right. He's gotta be all right.
All right.
He's coming too. Harker, I can't hear you. What did you say? Do you want something?
Lot of blood.
What, Harker?
Me hear drums.
Drums? There aren't any drums, Harker.
Drums. More drums.
But there aren't any drums. Oh, golly, he must be delirious. Harker!
Drums. Yes, me hear you. Me hear you, my people.
Harker, you're just imagining it.
Agony.
Please, no, Harker, don't try to get up. Don't lie back down. Stop! Stop pushing me away. Harker, it's me, Bobby. Can't you hear me? No, Harker, stop! Please, lie back down. Stop trying to get up. You gotta save his strength, Harker. 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 Oh, Hero. What are we going to do? Harker's dying and it's all my fault. No, don't try to lick me. It is my fault. Everything that happened. When he's almost getting killed by the bull. Harker dying from that snake bite. All because I had to show off and try to rope that braver. Harker's going to die and it's all my fault. What? Oh, I see, Hero. Yeah, the sun's coming up. It'll be dawn soon. Oh, I know the feller's come.
Good.
Harker.
Bobby boy.
I'm right here beside you, Harker. Here, can you see me?
Me say.
Oh, golly, thank goodness.
What be happening? Sky like fire.
It's almost dark. You've been unconscious most of the night. You were delirious.
Harker. Feel.
How do you feel, Harker? Any better?
Harker. Yeah, all right. You're not worried, Bobby boy.
Oh, golly, but you're still all hot with fever. And your lips, they're all swollen.
You're not worried.
But I've got to get you to a doctor. It may be hours yet before the fellas find us, and you need help now.
Bull, she'll be outside.
Yeah, he's been out there all night, trying to get in at us.
You stay here.
But I've got to get you out of here. Oh, if only there was some way I could catch him. There must be a way. If I could just think of it.
You stay here. Not take chance.
Wait a minute. There is a way, Harker. Look at that rock wall on the right side of the pass. I could climb that.
Not try. Bull the other side of the wall. Try kill you.
Not if I can catch him, and I've still got my rope.
Bull too strong. Him run off, break rope.
But suppose there's no slack in the rope. Suppose he can't run. I'll bet he couldn't break it then.
That'd be true.
Look, Harker. You see that big boulder up there? Well, if I could get one end of my rope around it and the other end on that bull.
Lock me. Too loose. Bull pull it down.
Sure, but the way it's placed, the rock would roll right down this side of the wall.
But what if Bull...
Don't you see, Harker? The rock will hang down on one side of the wall, pulling the lassoed bull up tight against the opposite side.
Not try. Bobby, boy. Too dang.
I've got to try, Harker. It's the only way I can get out of here and bring help to you in time.
No, try. Bobby, boy.
Harker! Oh, golly, he's passed out again. Oh. No, it may just be just as well for him. Now Harker won't worry. Now you stay down here with him. I've got to climb up there and try to catch that bull. That rope ought to hold around the rock. No! You stay down there with Harker, Hero. All I got to do is lasso the bull with the other end of the rope and stop the rock rolling down the side of the wall. Golly, look at him down there. Sure, only a move. You missed this time. Easy. There! I got him! Now, pull that phone off, Rose. There! It's moving! Harker. We can get out now. The bull's helpless. Here, I'll help you.
Me? No, can't do, Bobby boy. Too weak.
Oh, golly, Harker, try to get up. We just gotta get you to a doctor. Try, Harker, try.
Me try.
Oh, golly.
Too weak. You go alone.
But gosh, I hate to leave you. I gotta get a doctor and get it.
Wait, Bobby boy. Me hear something. Sound like drums.
Oh, golly, you're not gonna get delirious again.
No, wait. Not be drums. Be horses.
Horses? See, I hear them too. Hark, it's the fellas. They found us. Now everything's gonna be all... Hark!
Easy, little boss. Take it easy.
Oh, doggone, why don't Dix and the doc come out?
Oh, come on, little boss. You gotta be brave. Whatever happens, that's what Harker wants.
But I can't even imagine what it'd be like without Harker around.
I know, little boss, but there's nothing we can do now except to wait until the doc...
Dix, how is he? Is he going to be all right?
Easy now, son.
Oh, golly, Dix, tell me, how's Harker?
He was in mighty bad shape, Bobby, but looks as though he's going to pull through.
Oh, the saints be praised.
Oh, golly, Dix, can I go in and see him?
Well, no,
Just for a second, Dix. Please.
All right, son. Come on, we'll all go in for just a minute.
Hi, Harker.
Oh, you fellas look like be all set for a funeral. Be sorry to disappoint you.
Golly, Harker, you know how glad we all are that you're going to be all right.
It just seems so funny seeing you lying in bed, Harker.
Well, Harker's going to have to take it easy for a while. Aside from the rattler's poison, he lost a lot of blood.
Lose so much blood. Me almost turned into pale face.
You just stay the way you are, Harker.
Sure. Just think of how horrible it might be, Harker. You might get to be like Windy.
Oh, is that so? Well, listen here, Irish.
Hey, no, hold on. You know, the doc says Harker needs rest. Quiet.
Yeah, so behave or I'll take on the both of you.
Oh, so now you're a fighter, huh, little boss? All right, come on, put up your dukes.
Oh, cut it out, Windy.
Come on, I dare you. I double dare you.
Windy. Nothing doing. No more double dares for me.
And so ends another exciting adventure with Bobby Benson and his V-Barbie Riders. But there's more adventure and excitement heading your way. So be sure you're listening to your mutual station at this same time Monday for another thrilling story with Bobby Benson and his V-Barbie Riders, The Wind of Death. Bobby Benson and the V-Barbie Riders is produced by Herbert Rice and directed by Bob Novak. Script is by Jim Sheehan and music by Al Finelli. This is Carlton Warren speaking and reminding you that you're riding the trail to adventure and excitement when you hear that familiar cry. This program came from New York. Listen on Monday at 5 to Bobby Benson's V-Barbie Ranch. Stay tuned now for Tom Mix and his Straight Shooters, which follows over most of these stations in just a moment. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
Here they come. They're riding fast and they're riding hard. It's time for excitement and adventure in the West with Bobby Benson and his B-Bar Beat Rider. Today's exciting story, Killer Whales. Just north of the Big Bend, a speeding car races along the back road, spewing a cloud of dust behind it. In it are two men, their grim faces bearing the unmistakable pallor that comes from years spent in prison cells. Then, as the car reels around one of the many turns in the road, with a scream of tortured rubber, one of the men nervously turns to the other.
Hey, Pete, take it easy, will you? Slow down or we'll crack up.
We gotta get away from the cops, don't we? I bet every cop in the country's looking for us since we broke jail, Mousy.
Well, it won't do no good to get killed. And this here car won't last much longer at the speed you're driving.
We won't need the car much longer. Once we reach the Big Bend, we're swiping us a couple of horses at some ranch and ditch the car.
Horses? Are you kidding?
That was the plan. We switch horses and then wait near the border for the guy who's supposed to lead us across.
Well, I still don't like it. Why don't we try to cross the border in a car?
With the Border Patrol just waiting for us? Don't be a dope.
Yeah, but how do we know we can trust this guy that's supposed to lead us across the border? How do we know he won't throw in with the cops?
With 100 sheriffs that'd give their eye teeth to get him? No, Sad Sam won't cross us.
Hey, look up ahead, Pete. Cops.
A roadblock. They've set up a roadblock.
Well, what are we going to do?
Only one thing to do. We're crossing it.
You can't, Pete. We'll be killed.
Shut up and get your head down, Mousy.
No, Pete, don't try it.
We're crashing through.
But, Pete, no. Pete, I tell you, don't try it.
You see?
Hey, we made it.
So we did. Go ahead, coppers. Shoot all you want. You won't get us. You'll never get us.
Meanwhile, down on the B-Barbie, one of the ranch hands, yes, you guessed it, Windy Wales, is off on one of his incredible flights of fancy.
Yes, sirree, Windjammer Whales, they used to call me. Back in the days when I hunted whales up near the Arctic, I doggone it.
Now, wait a minute, Windy. Are you trying to tell us that you were a whale fisherman?
Didn't I never tell you about that, little boss? Now, how could I ever have forgot? Why, sure. I caught me so many of them darn critters, they used to call me Whale Killer Whales.
Oh,
A
Windy.
killer of whales, is it now? And is that how come you spout off all the time?
Now, you listen here, Irish. I ain't gonna...
Hey, hold on, you two. Here comes Harka.
Oh.
Hi, Harka.
Oh.
Oh, hey, where's Tex, Harka? Didn't he come back from town with you?
No, Bobby boy. I'll tell you, now he'd go with Sheriff.
Sheriff?
Sure.
Doggone, what's up, Harka?
There'll be two men escaped from prison. Come this way.
Oh, golly, escaped convicts?
See, Bobby boy. Sheriff make up posse, try to catch.
Oh, and Tex with them. Oh, golly, I hope he doesn't get hurt.
Tex can take care of himself, Bobby. Don't you worry about him.
Do you know where the posses are going, Harka?
They're going to wait at Dry Pass, cross border. Hope to catch men there.
That's where most of them darn outlaws try to cross the border. Doggone, I wonder if I ought to go up there and lend a hand in case them outlaws...
Hey, that sounds like Amigo. I wonder what's bothering him.
Maybe he's lonesome in a corral with nothing but horses. The way you treat him, he must think he's human.
Oh, that horse be better than a lot of humans.
Well, you're right there, Harka. Well, I reckon I'd better go around to the corral and see what's bothering him.
Hey, do you want me to go with you, Bobby?
No, don't bother, Irish. Probably nothing important. Oh, golly, Amigo, why are you kicking up such a rumpus? There's nothing to get excited about. Why do you keep staring at that shed?
Grab him, Mousy.
Hey!
Keep the kid quiet, slug him.
Windy! Irish, help!
That'll keep him quiet.
Blasted kid had a stumble on us. Come on, we've got to get out of here fast. Let's go!
Look, fellas, he's been hurt.
And there go the two fellas who done it.
Never mind them now, little boss.
Bobby boy, you'll be all right.
Oh, golly, Harka. Hey, those two fellers, where are they?
They get away. Take two of our horses.
Oh, golly, we gotta get after them. I'll bet they're the two convicts everybody's looking for.
Glory be, it's a miracle they didn't kill you.
Well, we gotta go get them.
Easy, Bobby boy. More better we let Posse try to catch. They be too dangerous.
Oh, doggone, I'm not letting anyone steal our horses and get away with it.
Yeah, and slugging you like they done.
Well, how about it, fellas?
Are we going after him?
Doggone it all, what are we waiting on? Saddle up, fellas, and let's ride.
Trail, turn here, go left.
Oh, golly, from the looks of those tracks, they sure were going fast. We'll never catch him at this rate.
Well, you're bound to be slow when you have to follow another fellow's trail. Our only hope is that they'll stop a spell.
Yes, sirree, and when they do, we'll get them.
But what we do then when we catch them?
What do you mean, what do we do? Why, I'll tell
No, hold on a minute. No. No, Hark is right. After all, there are only 3 of us and Bobby. And those fellas are dangerous.
Oh, so what?
So there's no sense in asking for trouble. The smart thing to do would be to get the whole posse here.
Oh, but golly, Harris, they're miles from here. We just can't give up after trailing the convicts this far.
We're not giving up. But here's what we're going to do. Harker, you and Bobby and I'll follow the trail like we've been doing.
Hey, but what about me?
Wendy, you ride over to where the posse is waiting and bring them here. We'll mark the trail from here so that you can follow us easy.
Doggone, I ain't going to do it. Why don't one of you ride for the posse?
Because you're going to do it.
But you're liable to need a good fighting man like me if you catch up with them outlaws.
Don't worry, Wendy. You'll be in on any fighting there is. We won't tackle them until you get here with the posse.
I still don't like
Now
it.
stop arguing, Wendy, and get going.
Yes, but
Irish right, Windman. This be best way.
Doggone, Harker, the way you and Irish always agree, you'd think you was one man.
Well, we both know what has to be done. Now, are you going to go get the posse?
Well, all right. But I still think I'm getting the short end of the deal.
Yes, sirree, Pete. This sure is a swell setup.
I told you all we got to do is stick to the plan, and we're as good as out of the country.
I hope we don't have to camp in this cave for long, though. Somebody's liable to spot us here.
Mousy, there ain't a living soul in miles. I lived here for a couple of years once, so I know.
Yeah, but what about them B-Bar-B riders that was chasing us?
They'll never find us. Heck, didn't we double back on our trail to throw them off?
Yeah, but you never can tell
Now, quit
them.
whining, Mousy, and relax. All we got to do is wait till Sad Sam gets here and then let him lead us across the border.
Yeah, but when'll that be?
Well, no telling about that. Sad Sam is wanted by so many sheriffs that he's got to be mighty careful. Might even take a couple of days to arrive.
I sure hope not.
Me too, but all we can do is wait. You know, I'm sort of interested in seeing what this Sad Sam looks like.
You never seen him?
Well, not many people have and live to tell about it. But they say he's a real character. Practically cries when he's got to kill someone. That's where he got his nickname.
A crying killer.
Yep, and he... Hey,
What is it, Pete? You see something?
look over there where I'm pointing. See him?
It's a rider heading this way. You reckon it's a lawman?
Not out here. Besides, look at how slow he's coming.
Hey, Pete, maybe that's Sad Sam.
That's what I figured, but no sense taking chances. Come on. We'll sneak down there and take a closer look at him.
Come on, Mabel. Get along there. We got to go get that posse. But doggone, all I can say is it's sure a sad thing when they turn a fighting man like killer whales into a darned errand boy. Well, I remember the time I come up again the James boys. I just whipped out my gun like this.
Hold it, Sam. Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
Hey, where'd you two come from?
Golly, Pete, how'd he ever spot us where we was hiding?
Listen, this Sad Sam ain't got a reputation like his for nothing. You are sad, aren't you, friend?
Why, doggone it, I sure am, but how did you fellers know?
Well, we're the 2 convicts that you're supposed to lead across the border.
The two.
That's right. And it sure is a pleasure to meet up with a famous outlaw like you, Sad Sam. A real pleasure.
Yes, sirree, fellers. I've killed so many men, the cemetery owners made me a partner. And the undertakers, why, they call me Santa Claus Sam because of all the business I send them.
Gee.
God.
Yes, sirree. Say, you there. What is it they call you?
Mousy Sam.
Mousy Sam, eh? Well, Mousy Sam, go open a couple of cans of beans for me.
Hey, you've eaten up darn near all our supplies already. We need that stuff to cross the border.
Are you
with.
talking back to me? Because if you are...
No, Sam, please. Put your guns away. Mousy didn't mean anything. Are you crazy, Mousy? This guy's a killer. Watch what you say to him.
Yeah. I didn't mean anything, Sam, honest.
Well, just watch yourself. I can't stand folks questioning me. Why, just t'other day I was introduced to a feller and had to kill him for asking personal questions.
Why? What did he ask you?
Why, the darn fool just met me, and he asks, how do you do? So I shot him.
Holy smokes, just for that?
Yep, can't stand personal questions. Now go get me them beans, Mousy Sam.
Yeah, sure, Sam.
Yes, sirree.
Here you are, Sam. Here.
Thanks. I sure love my beans.
Sam.
Huh? Oh, that's me. Yeah?
Now, don't get sore, Sam, but don't you think we ought to get going across the border?
Say that again.
Oh, nothing. I'm trying to tell you your business, of course.
You better not.
I just thought...
Then quit thinking. We'll leave when I say so.
Sure, Sam, sure.
You know, this reminds me of the time I found myself alone again a pack of 1,000 bloodthirsty Indians.
Well, hey, I heard something.
Mousy Sam, you interrupted me.
I'm sorry, Sam, but I swear I heard someone...
You sure did, mister. Reach, all of you.
Hey, look, there's a guy at the entrance.
He's got the drop on us.
Doggone, now who are you?
Me? I'm Sad Sam.
Sad Sam?
Feet, get going.
Hold it, all of you. First man that moves had better start whistling the funeral march.
But how can you be Sad Sam? This is Sad Sam.
How do you do?
You don't say. Well, you there, you've been using my name?
Well, I just found it laying around. Didn't think you'd mind.
Well, I do. Now, you two. Are you the men I'm supposed to lead across the border?
Yeah, Then you are the real Sad Sam.
Of course I am.
But who's this fellow, then?
My name's Windy Wales, and I'm mighty pleased to meet you.
Shut up. Now, you two. Get your horses ready. We're leaving.
You're going to take us across the border now?
What about this Wales fellow? We can't let him go.
We're not letting him go.
You mean you're going to...
It makes me real sad, boys, but I'm afraid there's only one thing to do with Mr. Wales. Just one thing.
Hey, now, fellers, no, keep away from me, fellers. Help!
Howdy, boy. Irish.
Did you find the trail again, Harker?
Start over here by edge of rock. Go that way.
Oh, golly, then they're still heading back toward the ranch.
It looks like they circled around to try and throw us off the track.
Oh, golly, well, that's the way Windy went when we sent him for the posse. You don't suppose he might have run into the convicts, do you?
That would be worry, Harker.
Oh, gosh, if he did, he wouldn't have a chance. They're desperate. They'll kill on sight.
Now, Bobby, there's no sense in getting upset.
But, Irish, if Windy ran into them...
Now, just because the two were heading in the same direction as Windy is no reason they had to meet. And it's not going to do us any good to go jumping to conclusions and worrying about what might have happened.
I guess you're right, Irish.
Why, sure. Why, right now, I'll bet Windy is heading this way with Tex and the posse.
Oh, I sure hope so. If anything was to happen to Windy, Oh, come on, fellas. Let's get after those outlaws and find out.
All right, you two. Now, you ready to ride?
I reckon so, Sam. You think we can make it across the border by nightfall?
That's what I figure on.
What about the posse that's after us?
They're all waiting down by Dry Pass. Only we're not going that way. I know an old trail through a spot called Coffin Canyon.
Coffin Canyon? What a name.
It's a fitting name, boys. A canyon's up in the mountains, and it's shaped just like a coffin. Besides, back in the days when the Indians was the only ones in these parts, they caught a wagon train there and wiped it out completely.
Hey, and that's the way we're going?
That's the way. But don't let it worry you. We won't have no trouble. The posse will never think of looking for us there.
I hope you're right.
I'm always right.
Sure, Sam, sure. I didn't mean I was doubting you.
He sure took care of that Wales feller.
Yeah?
Him and his big talk about being a killer. He ain't doing no talking now.
Oh, now, why'd you have to bring that up? It always makes me sad to think of things like that.
Oh, no, heck, Sam. We had to take care of him. Couldn't let him go.
Yeah, but when I'm such a soft-hearted fella, hard.
Yeah, Sam, sure.
But I reckon what has to be, has to be. Okay, boys, on the horses, let's go.
Now, wait a minute, Sam. What about this campfire and the other signs that we was here? Shouldn't we hide them?
What for?
Or suppose someone was to stumble across them. They might guess it was us and trailers.
What do you mean?
Just leave that to me, boys. Take my word. If anybody should stumble across this cave, they won't follow us. Now get on those horses and let's go.
Tracks lead to cave, all right. None go away.
Oh, then they're still inside the cave. Come on, let's go farther.
No, wait, Bobby. Harky and I'll handle this. You stay here.
Oh, but golly, Irish.
Bobby, I won't take a chance of you getting hurt.
Oh, I've got to go, Irish. Those fellas may have Windy in there. You gotta let me go with you. Please.
All right, Bobby, but Hark and I'll go first. You stay behind us. And if there's any shooting, you get under cover.
Okay, Irish.
All right, then. Come on, Harky, let's go. To go this way so they not see us from cave. Now, through here.
I don't hear anything.
Maybe they're asleep. You got your gun ready, Harker? We're almost to the entrance. You're ready. All right. Let's go! All right, drop your guns. Up. Where?
There's no one in here.
Well, where'd they go? Tracks lead to cave, but not go away. Must be here.
Only they're not. The cave's empty.
Well, someone else camped here, all right. Look, you can see the fire still smoldering. There's some empty cans.
Yeah. Fellas!
Glory be. Why, that looks like...
Windy's neckerchief. Windy was here.
Now, Bobby, don't give up hope. He may still be all right. Just because he met with them outlaws doesn't mean he was...
Look at the neckerchief.
Oh, glory be. There's blood on it. There's blood all over it.
Fellas, Windy's been killed. Did you find anything, Harker?
To find out why it looked like convicts vanish into air.
You did?
Come, let me show you.
Oh, golly, though, I don't see how they could get away without leaving any tracks.
And they leave tracks, but not kind we look for. Here. See? Here in sand. Look like someone draw a line.
Oh, golly, it runs from the cave off down the slope.
Yes, and here's another line just like it, about 3 feet away.
Oh, but what does it mean, Hark?
The old trick to hide tracks. Fellas tie blankets back of horse so drag on ground. Blankets wipe out tracks. Just leave funny lines on edge.
Oh, golly, so that's how they did it.
That's strictly a Western trick, though. I wonder how them 2 convicts come to think of it. Maybe that be idea of other men.
What other man?
You look at tracks lead to cave. There'd be tracks of 4 horses.
I guess we could follow the marks that blanket made.
Be hard, Bobby boy. Make us go real slow.
Well, maybe Tix and the posse will catch him when they try to cross the border.
No, Bobby boy. Posse way to drive past. These fellas go other way towards mountain.
Towards the mountain? But, oh, golly, that's no way to cross the border.
No, wait, Bobby. There is a pass through the mountains that leads across the border. A spot called Coffin Canyon.
Oh, then that must be where they're heading.
Yeah, but we'd never catch them. They've got too much of a head start.
But we've just got to get them, Irish.
Wait, Bobby boy. There'll be old trail my people know. Shortcut to place called Coffin Canyon.
A shortcut?
Sure.
Then maybe we could catch them there. Do you remember how to get there, Hark?
Me think so. Not can be sure. It's a long time since me take that trail.
Well, we'll just have to take that chance. Come on, boys. Let's ride!
Hey, you, Mousy! Slap leather to that horse and come on.
Okay. Get out there, horse.
Don't go driving behind like that. We're almost to Coffin Canyon, and I don't want to lose either of you.
Well, doggone, I'm sore from riding this blamed animal. You 2 fellas are used to horses while I ain't.
It's better than being back in prison, ain't it?
Don't mind Mousy, Sam. He's always griping about something.
Well, tell him to shut up. I agreed to lead you 2 across the border, and that's what I'm doing, but I don't have to listen to your whining.
I'm sorry, Sam.
How much further is it to the border?
Just a couple of miles, but it's rough country. See up there ahead where the mountains split?
There?
That's Coffin Canyon.
Hey, how do we get up there?
There's a trail leads straight up through the canyon. And once through, we're practically across the border.
If that posse ain't waiting there for us.
I told you there won't be. Now, come on, and we'll... No, hold on.
What's wrong?
That Wales critter is slipping off his horse. I reckon I didn't tie him on as tight as I should have.
I still don't see why you brung him along instead of killing him back at the cave.
Because it ain't my style. I never know when we're liable to run into trouble, and I like to have me a hostage along.
Hey, why don't you take the gag out of his mouth a second, Sam, and see what he has to say?
Sure. What about it, Wales? Enjoying your trip?
You low-down varmints. If you didn't have me tied up like a Christmas package, I'd sure show you. And if you don't untie me right now, let me go.
I think I'd better keep that gag in. It makes traveling with him a lot easier on the ears. Okay, boys. I got him lashed on good. Let's ride on to Coffin Canyon.
Glory be. What a climb.
Yeah, but we made it, Irish. This is Coffin Canyon.
It'd be a hard climb, but more fast than take trail with horses.
Oh, if only we beat those outlaws here.
We did, Bobby. Bobby, look.
Oh, where, Irish?
Down there. See? You can see the trail leading up here towards the canyon. And that must be them outlaws coming up it.
Yeah, I see them, but... Hey, there are 4 horses.
Look like Windman's horse.
Oh, but what's that they've got tied across the horse's back?
Glory be, that's Windy, and he's alive.
Alive? But how can you tell from this distance?
I saw him move, that's how. He was just a-kicking his legs.
Windy alive? Oh, golly. Oh, thank goodness.
More better we save thanks for later. First we find way to catch outlaws.
Oh, golly, that's right.
But we don't dare try to shoot it out with them now. Not when Windy's with them.
Oh, but what else is there to do? They're certainly not going to surrender. Not when there are only 3 of us.
Yeah, but wait a minute.
Do you have an idea, Irish?
You just bet I have, and I think it'll work.
But what is it?
Bobby, when those outlaws get into this canyon, they're not going to be up against just the 3 of us. No, sirree. They're going to find themselves up against a whole doggone army.
What are you talking about, Irish?
You'll see, Bobby. But we got to work fast. Now, first of all, take all the bullets out of your gun.
So this is Coffin Canyon, Sam. Yep, and it's easy to see how it got its name. Steep walls on all sides and just a narrow entrance at either end.
I'm sure glad that posse don't know of this pass. They could turn it into a death trap for us.
Well, I don't know. Why, I'll bet there ain't a living soul within...
Drop those guns and get your hands in the air. There's somebody at the pass. We just came through. You drop guns or we shoot.
And more ahead of us. We're trapped.
You're outnumbered. You might as well surrender.
What are we going to do, Sam? There's no cover.
We're sitting out here like clay pigeons. That posse can pick us off without no trouble if we don't surrender.
Surrender nothing. We're not beaten yet. You there! We got one of your men named Windy Wales. If you don't let us through, we'll kill him.
Here, I'll pull his gag off so they can hear it's him. Hold still, you.
Okay, you. Now say something so they know we got you.
Come on, cowboy, say something.
You bet I will. Get up, Mabel.
Grab him, you fool!
The horse got away from me.
And there he goes, heading for the pass.
Well, stop him, shoot him!
Parker, let him have it. Hey, they're shooting at us.
There must be 100 of them.
We're outnumbered. All right, hold your fire. We surrender.
We surrender.
Oh, God, we did it, fellas. We did it. Oh, come on, Irish.
Right with you, Bobby.
Hey, it's the kid from the B-Bar-B.
And one of the cowpokes, but where are the others?
There aren't any others. Just the 3 of us.
What? Why, you...
Yeah, but it's too late for that now unless you do you any good. Keep those hands up.
But all them shots we heard. No 3 men can fan their guns that fast.
We didn't use a gun. We just tied all our shells on a couple of pieces of rope and lowered them into a fire. When they went off, it sounded like a whole ding-dong bunch of us.
Well, I'll be hanged.
You probably will. Come on, Mabel. Get over there, and when you fellas untie me.
Take it easy, Wendy. First, we got to get this bunch tied up.
Well, brother, if this don't take the cake.
I guess you're not as smart as you thought, eh?
Hey, fellas, come on and cut me loose.
Well, they were pretty smart at that, though, Irish. They made Windy keep quiet, and that's more than we've ever been able to do.
And so ends another exciting adventure in the Big Bend country of Texas.
That was 2 episodes of Bobby Benson and the B. Barbie Riders. Mickey Mouse Theater of the Air was a short-lived series in 1938 from Walt Disney, aired shortly after the December 1937 release of the first full-length animated feature, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Although the sound quality of these remaining recordings isn't great, the highlight is getting to hear Walt himself. Here are 2 episodes of Mickey Mouse Theater of the Air.
The Pepsi Company presents Mickey Mouse.
Hi, folks.
With Minnie, Donald Duck, and all the Disney gang. It's Mickey's show, and today Mickey unveils that amazing hot swing combination, Donald Duck and his Webfoot Sextet. What's the matter, Donald?
The name is Maestro Donaldo Tchaikovsky.
Oh, forgive me, Donald. Perhaps it would be only fair to warn you that Donald's 6 sizzling ducks play amazing instruments built from $3 worth of junk. Correction, $5 worth of junk. But let's not talk about it. Let's hear it. Presenting Donald Duck. Not quite ready. Well, that's a break, folks. While Donald sets up his new day band, we'll hear from that old-fashioned aggregation. Felix Mills and the Silly Symphony Orchestra in Jenny Jenny. Oh, I beg your pardon, Clara. Madam Clara Cluck, our barnyard prima donna, will sing the vocal chorus. You know, somebody once said that there really isn't anything new under the sun. Well, I know one thing that's new, and that's Pepsodent toothpaste and powder containing irium. Now, I'm not asking you to change to Pepsodent containing irium only because I say it's big news in the dentifrice world today. No, just put me on the spot. Pin me down. Ask me these questions. Why is Pepsodent new? Why is it better? My answer is irium. Why is Pepsodent decidedly different from all other dentifrices? Again, my answer is irium. Why is the nation landsliding to Pepsodent? Once more, my answer is irium. But what is irium? Well, it's a new revolutionary discovery, a remarkable tooth cleansing agent that only Pepsodent, of all toothpastes and powders on the market, is licensed to use. The cleansing action of modernized Pepsodent quickly removes stubborn, clinging surface stains, makes these stains speedily brush away from tooth enamel. Then your teeth glisten and gleam with all their glorious natural luster. Get either Pepsodent paste or powder today and see what great big dividends Irium will pay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there is no word to describe the music of Donald and his Webfoot sextet. No, magnificent is hardly it.
Colossal?
No. Oh, hey, what's the matter with just plain old hot?
Come on, Donald. Don't talk so much. Let's have some music.
Before introducing Donald and his band... Relax, Donald. I was only trying to be considerate and tell your vast public a little something about these amazing instruments you use. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald's band consists of 6 ducks and $5 worth of junk. Oh, yes, Donald, magnificent junk. Look, Goofy, I can't describe this band. These instruments don't look like anything but a bunch of pots, pans, jugs, and pipes to me.
Well, I guess the reason they look like that is that's what they are.
Well, you better describe them just the same.
Shucks, I ain't much of a public speaker. But I'll do my best.
What do you call this rack over here with all the frying pans, egg beaters, and stuff hanging on it?
Why, that's the pandemonium. Didn't you know?
Yo, listen.
Isn't it lovely?
You've got something there, Donald. Well, what's this keyboard over here hitched up to this big gas pipe? Your organzola?
No. It's a hysterophone.
No doubt.
Yeah, listen to it.
Well, look, John, over here, that's the organzola.
Oh, you mean all those bellows is the organzola?
Yeah. Play it, Donald.
Oh, I like that. I guess maybe that's something, huh?
Yeah, just like a beautiful cathedral organ.
Huh? Oh, yes. Well, thank you, Donald. I think we've heard enough to convince everybody that musical history is in the making. So let's banish this awful suspense. And now presenting Maestro Donaldo Dukowski and his symphonic sextet in a steam-heated rendition of the Bugle Call Rag. Take it away, Maestro.
Yeah, cool, Donald. Play it. Cool, what you can do.
Oh, Mickey, his beautiful band. No, it's just
a pile of junk.
But, gee, Donald, the whole thing fell apart. That's too bad. Can you fix it, Goofy?
Oh, yeah, sure. Just give me some baling wire and 2 shakes. It'll be as good as ever.
Yeah, maybe even better.
Come on, Donald. Help us get this mess off the sea. Come on, we'll fix it for you.
Well, while the gang is trying to put Humpty Dumpty together again, we'll have to get along as best we can. Felix Mills and his orchestra seem to be under control. So here's Felix's own arrangement of the ever-popular Cherry Berry Bit.
Well, I got Donald's band all fixed, John.
Oh, that's fine, Goofy. Well, Donald, are you ready to give Benny Goodman a run for his money? Oh, so you consider yourself better than Benny Goodman, huh? All right, Donald, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald's band will now play Bugle Call Rag. Go ahead, Donald. I hope the baling wire holds out, Goofy.
Yeah, me too. I kind of run short of wire.
Hey, yo. Just a minute here. Just a minute here.
Wise guy, huh? What outfit do your men belong to?
Wait a minute. What goes on here?
I'm from the Association of Migratory Journeymen Ducks. Have these boys got their cards? So what? If you're going to play music, you got to belong to my mob. Have you got a card? Now listen, Doc. None of your lips.
Wait a minute. Let's try to straighten this thing out. How many of you ducks belong to this Migratory Ducks Association?
Well, get rid of those other three or my ducks walk out. Look, Butch. Either you do or you don't.
Just a minute. One moment, please.
Who are you?
I'm organizer for the Brotherhood of Amalgamous Quacks.
Say, this must be a good racket.
You're telling me. I mean, that's beside the point. Now, 3 of these ducks belong to the BAQ, and the other 3 you better join right now.
Oh, yeah. Listen, yo. I'm from the Association of Migratory Journeymen.
Yeah, and I'm from the Brotherhood of
Amalgamous.
AMJD.
BAQ.
Well, looks like it's up to you, Donald. Who are you for?
I'm a Democrat.
Democrat? Hey, Felix.
Yes, John?
Look, Felix, we're in a mess. Will you keep the program going while I straighten this out? Just play something.
I'm sorry, John, but I can't do it.
Well, why not?
Well, you see, if these ducks belong to any phony organization, my orchestra will have to walk out.
You mean you can't play if these ducks...
That's right. Either the ducks go or my orchestra goes.
Well, it looks like Donald's band is out of luck. We certainly can't do without Felix.
Okay, buddy. Have it your way. But I ain't forgetting this, see?
Yeah, that's what I... You said it. Come on.
Oh, does that mean that we can't hear Donald's band?
I'm afraid so, Minnie.
Wait a
minute, Donald. I've got it. The magic mirror.
Hey, that's it. We'll have the mirror take us someplace where nobody can interfere.
Gosh, that's a good idea. I almost thought of that myself. Come on, Donald. Get your band ready. We'll show them. Yeah, I'll call the mirror. Hang on, everybody. Here we go. Leaving the magic mirror. I command thee to appear.
Command me, O master.
Gosh, I did it. Gee Willikers, what do I say now?
Take us to some time and land where Donald Duck can lead his band.
Step into the past 300 years to plant D'Artagnan and the Musketeers.
Come on, come here, gang. Come on,
Get your
band together.
Where are we, John? It's nighttime.
Listen, the bells of Notre Dame. It's midnight in Paris 300 years ago. See how the moon lights this narrow, crooked street, the quiet beauty of a sleeping city.
So this is Paris.
Silence, Duck. Thou must not make a peep. The citizens of Paris are asleep.
Quiet. No, Donald, don't play yet.
Hey, listen, John. What's that?
Somebody's coming.
We better stand back in the shadows until we find out who they are.
Oh, I can see them now. Gee, there's 4 of them. Arm in arm. Stay back, Donald.
We are the Musketeers. Oh, dashing Musketeers. South, comrade musketeer, come the pace and the walk, one for all. And one.
Hey, gentlemen, say, hey, gentlemen, say, behold, the sign of the Golden Apple invites us to another goblet of virgin wine, my first love. Hey, lead the way, Porthos. If you can get your great house through the door, we'll march in 3 abreast. Don't stand gaping, Porthos. Open the door. Hey, open the door.
Look, Mickey, the musketeers have gone into the tavern.
Yeah, let's follow them, huh?
All right, but take it easy. And Donald, please be quiet.
Oh, Gaston! All these brothers of Burgundy, the big class! Music! Is there anything better to rouse the lagging spirit than that? Oh, you slight the ladies' animals and the silent music of their beauty. What say you, brothers? Keep your music. Keep your women and leave the wine to me. All right, Athos. No, give me a bright sword and an enemy to run it. I've spoken like a true musketeer, Athos. Here's the wine, and here's the toast. A toast to the continued bad health of Richelieu.
Well done.
No.
One for all, and all for one. Now to work. There's business to be done. What? Your turn. Milady de Winter has intercepted a letter which I wrote the Queen and plans to deliver it to Richard. What? It must never reach him. If it does, I fear that I shall swing. Well, remember our bond. Should one swing, we all swing.
Wait a moment, dear. Wait a moment. Stop the music. Stop the music.
I see we have arrived just in time.
In the name of Richelieu, we arrest you for playing music while not a member of the Paris Music Guild.
Wait a minute. Haven't I seen you fellas someplace before?
Oh, not me. That was one of my descendants. I'm his ancestor. I'm his grandmother. Sorry, monsieur. No guild card, no music. Stay luggage. Vive la France.
Our word is law. You realize you're in the presence of Richelieu's God?
Richelieu's God, eh? Puzzle. Voila. Is God.
Gee, thanks, Mr. Musketeer.
Yes, we've come a long way to escape that sort of thing. We hoped this would be one place where Donald and his band could play.
Yeah, and for a minute I thought we'd come for nothing.
What make you of these strange minstrels, D'Artagnan? I know not what to make, Aramis. Yet they say their purpose is to play for. You mean they make music on that outlandish assortment of tin and crockery? Fatty, hold your tongue, varlet. Yes, you. I'll spit the unlike. Our friends would give us music. Men, what say you to a serenade? Begin. Gee, that was swell, Donald.
Well, anyway, it wasn't bad.
Well said, my friend, well said. Not bad indeed. Yet 'twould seem Richelieu's men need not have troubled thee about the music guild. Music, indeed.
Hey, Donald, take it easy. Don't pick any fights with these fellows. The reason they don't like your music is because they're old-fashioned. Don't forget, this is 300 years ago.
Hey, gang, we gotta be getting back. Our time is just about up.
Hold. I fear Richelieu's men may be returning with reinforcements. My friends and I leave on a mission for our queen. We will escort you safely through the town.
Well, thanks a lot, but you needn't worry about us. We'll be all right.
As you say. But we must pay a little surprise visit to my Lady de Winter and obtain the Queen's letter. Come on, Porthos, Aramis, to the palace.
Hey, the palace and my Lady de Winter shall not get the better of us this time.
Well, goodbye, Mr. Musketeers, and good luck.
Come on. And all for one. We are the Musketeers. Oh, dashing Musketeers.
Well, there they go. Gee, weren't they swell?
Oh, I liked our canyon. He was so romantic.
I like the one with a big sword. He was kind of like me.
I'm glad Donald finally got to play after all.
Return, or dwell forever in the past.
Oh, our time is up. Quick, gang. Into the mirror. Hurry, Donald. Come on.
Donald, you've got to come, or you'll have to stay here forever.
Oh, gee, what do we do? Donald wants to stay here forever so his band can play.
Oh, don't worry. I'll get him. Come on.
Grab him.
Okay, I got him. Let's go. Come on.
Come on, everybody. Come here. We gotta hurry now. Well, here we are. We made it.
Oh, gee, that was fun.
Yeah, one for all.
Say, Felix, we made a terrible discovery.
Shoot, John.
The Ducks Band aren't musicians.
Are you telling me? But, Donald, it was swell noise. Hey, John, if the Ducks aren't musicians, my band can stay without breaking regulations.
Oh, gee, swell, Felix.
Well, gang, shall we celebrate the signing of the armistice by having both bands play together?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, Donald, and you can lead both bands.
Here it comes, the Blue Danube. Both bands, Minnie's Woodland Choir, and that magnificent assemblage of horses, cows, turkeys, pigs, crickets. In fact, you'll hear all the golden-throated choristers in Mickey's Barnyard Ensemble. Lead on, Donald. You mothers all want your children to have clean, sparkling teeth, don't you? And naturally, you want to be sure that the dentifrice your children use is not only effective, but also safe. Because a dentifrice containing grit, pumice, or bleach could actually be harmful in your children's mouths. That's why we'd like to stress that Pepsodent toothpaste and Pepsodent tooth powder contain no grit, no pumice, no bleach. But both Pepsodent powder and paste do contain Irium, that wonderful new tooth cleansing agent that has won over new thousands to Pepsodent. Many of these enthusiastic converts to this new Pepsodent have written us that it has made their teeth far brighter, revealing a beautiful natural brilliance beyond their fondest hopes. And here's a P.S. to you kids. Pepsodent with Irium tastes keener than keen. Try it.
Wire for Mickey Mouse. Wire for Mickey Mouse.
Thanks. Read it, John.
Okay, let's see. Dear Mickey, I've been listening to the program. Tell Donald that the Three Musketeers and Felix were right. It's not music, it's noise. Signed, Walt Disney. Sure, Donald. Of course he's listening. Oh, quiet, Donald. Quiet, Well, Mickey, tell everybody where the magic mirror will take us next week.
You tell them, John.
Okay, all right. It's down the Mississippi on the good old river steamer Lulu Bell with Captain Mickey Mouse at the helm. The golden gallant boom days, the glamorous showboat days when life on the Mississippi was at its height.
Oh, Mickey, that's wonderful.
Well, yes, Donald, you can go too.
Oh, boy, it'll be a lot of fun. Well, so long, folks. Goodbye, everybody.
Tune in again next Sunday at the same time when the Pepsodent Company will again present Mickey Mouse and all the Disney gang. This program has come to you from the Disney Little Theater on the RKO lot. Heard on this afternoon's program were Make Believe from Jerome Kern's Showboat and Hi Ho from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. John Heaston speaking. This is... Right again, Donald. This is the National Broadcasting Company. The Pepsodent Company presents Mickey Mouse.
Hi, folks.
With Minnie, Donald Duck, and all the Disney gang. It's Mickey's show, and today Mickey has arranged with the Magic Mirror to take us to Captain Jenkins' showboat and those gallant days when life on the Mississippi was at its height. And here's Colonel Mickey, sir, and his gang. Well, Colonel Mickey, sir, how is your hot southern blood today, sir?
Oh, boy, raring to go.
And how is that hot southern dialect you've been practicing all week?
Not so hot, sir.
Oh, hi, all. Howdy, everybody.
Well, if it ain't Miss Minnie.
Howdy do, Colonel John.
Well, jump straddle my neck and snap my galluses if you ain't a sight for sore eyes in all your crinoline, ma'am. Just a breath of magnolia blossoms, I do declare.
Oh, nosy Colonel John, how you do go on, sir.
Howdy, folks. Well, I'm all ready for the Mississippi.
Well, bless my bustle if it ain't Colonel Goofy.
Why, Goofy, where's your fishing tackle? How do you expect to catch any fish? You haven't anything there but a fountain pen.
Well, I just thought I'd drop them fish a line.
If I may be so bold as to inquire, ain't you Colonel Goofy of the Virginia Goofies?
Who, me? Nope, I'm just plain Goofy.
Man, there's something. Donald Duck in a regular plantation outfit. Long, black, form-fitting coat, riding boots, 10-gallon hat. Who do you think you are, Donald? Simon LeGray, huh? Well, how about those 6 ducks with you? Is that your swing band?
Oh, no.
Oh, your slaves, I see. Are you taking your slaves through the mirror with us again? Well, see to it that you keep your slaves under control.
Don't worry, John, he will. He's got a BB pistol.
Uh-oh. Now, listen, Donald, you be careful where you point that BB pistol, understand?
John, look, quick, look.
Donald, drop that gun.
Shame on you, Donald Duck.
Quiet. Gee, Clara, that's too bad. I'm awfully sorry. Now listen, Simon LeGree. No more monkey business or I'll throw your BB gun in the Mississippi when we get there.
Yeah, so there.
What's the matter, John? More duck trouble?
Well, bless my soul and body if it ain't Colonel Felix Mills of the Virginia Mills. And what, praise, the first hunk of music you and your gentlemen choose to honor us with this evening, sir?
Well, our first number will be Casey Jones. Ouch!
Donald, didn't I tell you to put that gun away? Well, do it then. Ladies and gentlemen, Felix Mills and the orchestra play Casey Jones. And now, while Mickey and Goofy are bringing on that ancient magic mirror which works such miracles, let's for a brief moment consider a modern miracle worker called Irium. You know, recently I read somewhere that when you frown, you use about a dozen more muscles in your face than when you smile. So there's just an additional argument for more smiles for 1938. Bigger, better, and happier smiles. And we know of nothing that will keep your smile more sparkling, more attractive than faithful brushing with Pepsodent toothpaste or powder containing irium. For remarkable irium has a way of bringing out the full, natural sparkle of your teeth by helping Pepsodent quickly brush away stubborn surface stains. With these masking stains gone, you'll then see your teeth glisten and gleam with all their glorious natural radiance. Start right now using either Pepsodent powder or paste containing irium. And you may be surprised at how soon you begin to hear compliments on your pearly, flashing smile. Ladies and gentlemen, before me stands the magic mirror.
Mind if I get a close look at it?
Oh, help yourself, Felix. And say, when Mickey pronounces the magic words that will take us to the Mississippi, notice how the mirror will fill with green, swirling vapors, how wind and flame leap from the glass, and that mask-like face that slowly forms. All right, Mickey.
Wave in the magic mirror. I command thee to appear.
I hear.
I come. Thy slave awaits thy bidding.
Let's go back 60 years or more to a showboat on the river shore.
It shall be as you say, master.
Watch, Felix. The mirror is like a window looking onto the past. Out of those vapors will form our scene. There. That tiny ribbon of silver must be the Mississippi. And look, the lights of a little town.
Ooh, see how everything gets bigger and closer.
There's our dock and the showboat.
Oh, look, Felix. The gangplank is coming right up to the mirror frame.
Come on, gang. Through the mirror.
Come on to the showboat, gang. Here we
Oh,
go.
hold my hand, Mickey.
Okay,
Here we are. Listen. Plantation hands singing. They're lying under that magnolia tree right by the dock there. It's sure enough the old South, Mickey, and we're right on board the showboat Lulu Bell.
Hey, I wonder where everybody is.
Oh, here comes somebody now. Oh, good evening, sir. Where is everyone?
Good evening, miss. Everyone's below deck. The show's begun. You all better hurry, ma'am.
Oh, thank you. Sir?
Ouch! Son, these mosquitoes, they get bigger every year.
Donald, give me that BB gun. Well, I'll have to tend to him later. Come on, everybody. Let's not miss the show.
Yeah,
I'll open the door for you, Clara.
Wait, Mickey.
What for?
Let's stand here by the rail and watch the moon. Just you and me, huh?
What for?
Oh, just because it might be sort of nice.
Oh, boy, a bullfrog.
Oh, Mickey, isn't it beautiful here? All those little boats moving in the night, bound for far-off places, and the perfume of honeysuckle and magnolia blossoms in the air. Oh, Mickey, doesn't it just do things to you?
Oh, boy.
Oh, Mickey.
Hey, look, a side wheeler.
Yeah, it's passing right by us. It's the old South, Mickey. Such romantic days. The men folks are so gallant. Sometimes they even hold a girlfriend's hand and whisper sweet things in her ear. Sort of nice, isn't it?
Oh, boy, two bullfrogs.
Oh, Mickey, you just spoiled
Hey, Mickey,
everything.
Vinny. Gosh, Donald's a raising Cain. He's a busting up the show.
Oh, busting up the show. What's he doing?
He's a popping the actors with his BB gun.
Shooting at the actors?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you stop them, Goofy?
Can't find him. It's too dark in there.
Well, come on, quick.
Oh, which way is the theater, Goofy?
Here's the door. Follow me.
Oh, Mickey, we've got to stop him.
Yeah, come on, let's all scatter. I'll get on this aisle right here.
Oh, Donald, where are you, dear?
Hey, Donald! Donald! I got him, Mickey. Oh, excuse me, lady. Donald! Donald, where are you?
my friends, in spite of the insidious viper who lurks in ambush with his murderous BB gun, Mr. Matheson-Grigsby, that eminent actor, tap dancer, ventriloquist, and balladist, will favor us with an inimitable, a very fine rendition of that old favorite, Never Hit Your Grandma with a Shovel. I thank you.
Our grandma with her grandchild sat by the kitchen door of a quaint old-fashioned house built long ago. The little lass grew restless as on the evening wore, for she felt the time was fleeting very slow. I must do something, cried the girl, and seized a nearby spade. But a passing stranger blocked her swing, while these wise words he said, never hit your grandma with a shovel. It makes a bad impression on her mind. In a better way impart all the love things in your heart, for it's possible she may retort in kind. Remember, Granny's known you since a baby, and even though in fun 'twould prove a shock, so respect her aged head, stay the shovel, and instead paste your dear old sweet old grandma with a rock.
And now, folks, for the third and final act of our dreamer, the heart of the wilderness. You remember Rudolph has forced dear Gwendoline to marry him by threatening to foreclose the mortgage, and he has taken his unhappy bride to Alaska, way up north. It is winter. A storm is raging outside, and we find our heroine longing for her sweetheart Hector, whom she had to give up because of the brutal Rudolph. Thank you. Curtain, pull it up.
What a night. The wind is blowing a gale. And here am I, homeless, friendless, an outcast, living in the wilderness with a husband I despise, hiding like a hunted thing from the forces of law and order. I shall put another stick of wood on the fire. Perhaps its tiny flame will help to still the pangs of anguish that sear mine heart. But I have a feeling that something dreadful is going to happen to me soon. Perhaps I should brave the raging storm. Rather than remain here with the villainous Rudolph, I would prefer to die. Then at least, I would be with my dear father, who died with a broken heart. But no, it is too late. I hear my husband outside now.
Aha!
Rudolph! Oh, woe is me! Is there no one here to save me?
Gwendoline, there's a strange light in your eyes. Aye, tonight. Come to me arms, me proud beauty.
Stand back, you cur. Unhand me, villain.
Come, gal. I'll break your spirit, or I'll break your head. I'll break that guy's neck if he pops me again. And if you continue to spurn me, I'll cast you out into the snow dressed in rags.
Sir, rags is royal raiment when war for virtue's sake. Someone approaches. Who comes?
Do I hear footprints? Aha! 'Tis no fitting night for man nor beast. Methinks it augurs trouble.
Rudolph Waffendike, your past has caught up with you. At last.
Hector, my childhood sweetheart, my darling, my beloved, oh, my back.
Stand back, you cur, 'cause my trigger finger's itching. And my hand is steady.
Oh, Hector. Oh, don't! That's the last straw. Listen, you out there in the audience, if you think I'm going to stand here and let you take pot shots at me, you're crazy. I've took all I'm going to... Oh! I quit.
Ha-ha, you missed me.
Oh!
And I, too, resign, Miss Breckenridge. As for you, you skulking scoundrel hiding in the dark, if you think for one moment that the payment of a 5-cent piece entitles you to come into the theater and use the actors as a target, there's only one thing I can say to you. Curses.
Hey, wait. Stop the show. Light the lamp. Turn on them lights. There's Donald over there, Goofy. Grab him.
Listen, Jenkins, if you don't catch the guy that's been shooting at us and throw him out of here, we're quitting, see?
Why, you can't do that. The show must go on. The show must go on. You can't quit.
Well, I have quit. Never have I suffered such indignities. I who have trod the boards with boots. My head is bloody, but unbowed.
I got him, John.
Good work, Goofy. Get the gun away from him.
Take it easy now, Donald. Give me that gun. Okay, John. Forgot it.
Fine. Ladies and gentlemen, the culprit has been captured and will be dealt with later. Captain Jenkins, on behalf of our entire company, I apologize for breaking up your show.
Your company, sir? Are you actors?
Well, possibly we're taking too great a liberty, but that's what we call ourselves. And inasmuch as your cast has left, we'll carry on with the show.
Well, if your crowd can entertain the people, that's better than giving them their money back.
Oh, that's fine, Captain. Oh, Mickey, this is Captain Jenkins.
Hi, Captain. I guess we sort of wrecked things.
And this duck here, sir, is the wrecker.
Donald, be quiet. Tell everybody your story.
Well, let's see your show. But I'm warning you, it had better be good.
Clara.
Maybe you'd better help, Donald. We can't take any chances here.
Okay, Clara. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Madame Clara Cluck, the Barnyard Nightingale, and Donald Duck with musical accompaniment by the Webfoot Sextet. 6 ducks and a pile of junk.
How'd you like it?
Well, at least it was a novel. It was different. The audience didn't seem to mind.
Donald, be quiet. You caused enough trouble. And now, friends, you are about to witness an amazing spectacle. A choir of woodland birds trained from the eggs by this little lady, Miss Minnie Mouse.
Oh, thank you. And now if my little birds will please gather around me closer. That's right. Now be very still and watch Millie. That's good. Ladies and gentlemen, the Woodland Choir will sing Mr. Stephen Foster's song, The Beautiful Dreamer, with the Mr. Mickey Mouse at the ukulele. Are you ready, Mickey?
Okay, let's go.
Master, your time is up, I fear. Return with me or dwell forever here.
Okay, come on, gang, get going.
Your BB gun? No, sir. You've caused enough trouble already.
Oh, maybe you'd better give it to him, John, or we'll all get left.
Yeah, John, let him have it.
Yeah.
Mickey, you may not know it, but you've got something there. I'll let him have it all right.
Nice work, John. You shot him right into the mirror.
Well, he asked for it, Goofy. Come on now, everybody. Into the mirror.
Yeah,
Quick,
yeah,
quick,
Well, gang, here we are.
Oh, Mickey, I wish we could have stayed there forever.
Yeah, me too. One of them southern gals kind of went for me. Guess it's the Casanova in me.
What makes you think you're such a great lover, Goofy?
Oh, shucks. The first time I walked into the room, this gal looks at me and says, wow, what a kisser. Boy, I'd kill him.
Okay, Goofy, we'll take your word for it. And now, gang, shake the cottonseed and magnolia blossoms out of your hair. We're back home again.
Wasn't it romantic? The memory of that lovely evening will sure linger forever in my memory.
Don't mind Minnie, folks. She'll be all right in the morning.
Oh, Mickey.
Well, Felix, let's taper off our southern spree with your arrangement of Stephen Foster melodies, born in those happy days in the old South when life itself was like a song.
Mush.
From the standpoint of vigorous, buoyant health, you mothers of children fully appreciate, of course, how important it is that your child should have clean, well-cared-for teeth. You also undoubtedly realize how in later years a flashing, gleaming smile can prove an invaluable social and business asset. So naturally, you're mighty particular about the dentifrice you select for your child. Your main concern is that this dentifrice not only be effective, but also be safe. You fully realize that a dentifrice containing grit, bleach, or pumice could actually be harmful in your child's mouth. So we'd like to stress the fact that Pepsodent toothpaste and Pepsodent tooth powder contain no grit, no bleach, no drugs. But both Pepsodent powder and paste do contain Irium, that marvelous new tooth cleansing agent that everyone's raving about. Scores of people tell us that it has succeeded in making their teeth far brighter. Thousands tell us that now their whole family uses only one dentifrice, Pepsodent containing Irium.
Gang, I guess it's time to say goodbye.
Oh, yes, your BB gun. Well, Donald, do you promise never again to shoot at anybody? All right, here you are, but remember what I said now.
Well, so long, folks.
See you next Sunday.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Tune in again next Sunday at the same time when the Pepsodent Company will again present Mickey Mouse and all the Disney... Ow! Gang, doggone that duck. This program has come to you from the Disney Little Theater on the RKO lot. Included on today's program were Someday My Prince Will Come and Hi-Ho from the picture Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. John Heaston speaking. This is the National Broadcasting Company.
That was 2 episodes of Mickey Mouse Theater of the Air. Little Orphan Annie is an American radio drama series based on the popularity of the comic strip Little Orphan Annie. It debuted on Chicago's WGN in 1930, then moved to the NBC radio network Blue Network on April 6, 1931. It aired until April 26, 1942. Here is the full 5-part series of Little Orphan Annie from 1936. First episode is called Queen of the Island, second, Diamonds, third, Testing for Diamonds, fourth, Daddy Warbucks Hears Radio Signals, and the 5th episode, Temple in the Jungle.
Who's that little chatterbox, the one with pretty auburn locks? Whom do you see? It's little Orphan Annie. She and Sandy make a pair, they never seem to have a care. Cute little she, this little Orphan Annie. Bright eyes, cheeks of rosy glow, there's a store of healthiness handy. Might size, always on the go, if you want to know. Princess Sandy always wears a sunny smile. Now wouldn't it be worth the while if you could be like little Orphan Annie?
Well, here it is. Time for more fun and adventure with Orphan Annie. But first, I want to ask you, what kind of a time do you have after school these days? Do you get in on all the fun and games that are going on? Or do you have to pass up lots of the fun because most of the time you're just too tired to keep up with the others? Well, if that's your trouble, here's something you ought to know. Most likely what you need is food more often to help keep up your pep and energy. Yes, sir, not long ago, 2 famous doctors made tests that showed when people ate more often, they had lots more pep and energy. In those tests, when people had something light to eat or drink between meals, they kept going strong, full of pep and energy all day long. And say, boys and girls just like yourself, thousands of them, will tell you the very same thing. They found out there's nothing better than a big, delicious, ice-cold Ovaltine shake-up right after school every day. They say it takes away that tired, hungry feeling quick as a flash and helps give them lots more pep and energy for all their games and fun. And what's more, they'll tell you those delicious chocolate-flavored Ovaltine shake-ups top all the treats they've ever tasted. And so, if you want lots of pep and energy that helps you win games and have more fun, ask your mother to get you new chocolate-flavored Ovaltine at her grocery or drugstore tonight, so you can have lots of those keen-tasting cold Ovaltine shake-ups every single day from now on. And now, getting back to Annie. Last time, remember, we saw Daddy Warbucks on his yacht in the seaport of Chile, South America. Downhearted and discouraged and urged by his friends, he decided he would have to give up the hopeless search for Annie in one more week unless he received some clue that she is still alive. Meanwhile, on the island, Annie, Joe, and Mr. Wilcox are frantically trying to construct a radio transmitter from the odds and ends they brought ashore from the shipwreck. But there's no knowing whether they'll succeed or not. Here they are today, Annie, Joe, and Mr. Wilcox, hard at work in the palm house. And listen to Joe.
Shucks, Bud, do you suppose there is a chance of us building any sort of wireless set that'll work?
You've asked that question so often, Joe, I'm beginning to think you're discouraged.
Well,
all we can do, Joe, is try and keep on trying until we find out.
Righto, Annie.
But, gosh, it looks awful tough. All that stuff you got together there now, Bud. Wires and coils, as you call them.
It is tough, Joe. I'm not an expert on this wireless business. If I were, I think I might say that we could do this. With all the material we have here from the wreck, I believe an expert could do it. But I'm just racking my memory for what I studied about wireless and electricity back in England. And let me give you two youngsters a tip.
What, Bud?
Try to remember what you learn. I know that some of the things you have to study at school seem useless to you at the time. Well, perhaps they are at the time. But later, well, later you never know when some of those things you studied at school may be useful.
I guess that's right, Bud.
I know it is, Joe. I'll tell you now, if when I took my course in wireless telegraphy before I entered the merchant marine over in England, if I'd studied a little harder and remembered a little better, I'd be a lot better off trying to build this transmitting set. But I thought I was pretty smart. I knew that once I was an officer, I'd have a wireless man under me, and I expected him to do the work. I passed the course all right, but not with as much knowledge as I might have had. And right now, here on this island, it's showing up. If I'd learned everything I could have while I was in school, we'd be a lot better off. As it is, not knowing what to do, we'll have to fuss along with this thing experimenting. So you two remember this lesson if you ever get back to civilization and in school again.
You bet we will, Bud.
Shucks, just the same, you seem to be doing pretty well there, Bud.
Not so sure of that. At any rate, we have a magneto that sparks.
I'll say it sparks all right.
Yes, not too bad a job. But this generator we're working on now, I'm not so sure of it. Hand me that pair of pliers there, will you, Joe?
You bet. Shucks, it looks pretty good.
Looks good? Looks intricate, Joe. All those coils of wire and... Well, I just hope it works according to the theory of generators as I remember them. You see, we're back to what we were talking about. If I'd learned this job better when I had the chance, I wouldn't merely be hoping this generator would work and make electricity. I'd be sure of it.
I see.
Leaping lizards, Bud. If this generator does work, what else do we need to send out waves on the air?
What else? Oh, a lot of things, Annie. A circuit breaker, for instance, sort of like a telegraph key, to split electric impulses and send them out in a sort of design instead of steadily. Otherwise, any waves we put on the air might not be noticed. Then we'll need an aerial.
You mean like the aerials that go on the roofs of houses for radio sets?
In a sense, Joe. Only ours will have to be a sending one instead of a receiving one. And antenna is the word, not aerial. Oh, I'll never forget the first time I saw the big Rugby wireless station in England. It occupies a site 4 miles southeast of Rugby, 1.5 miles long by 1 mile wide. It was designed for simultaneous transmission to all parts of the British Empire and to ships on all 7 seas. Its antenna is 820 feet high.
Big lizards.
Yes, sir. And this antenna is supported on 12 insulated steel masts, which rise 820 feet above the ground, 1/4 mile apart.
Boy.
Of course, we can't hope for anything like that. But we have palm trees on this island, 80 to 90 feet above the beach, and we fortunately have plenty of wire which we brought ashore before the tiger slipped off the reef. So I think we can get a mighty good antenna together, all right. Which, if we can generate enough power, will be capable of sending out messages for thousands of miles.
Gosh, building this radio and wireless is a mystery to me. I don't
There's
see
a
how-
lot of mystery in it, Joe, even to experts. But it is known that radio waves tend to spread equally in all directions instead of one, and can be picked up by anyone anywhere who has the proper apparatus to receive them.
Gosh, that's pretty good.
Good? It's just a fact, Joe. So if we do manage to send any messages or signals from here, they'll go out in all directions instead of one, and shoot across the South Pole just as they'll be in the air over Panama or San Francisco.
Miss Annie. Miss Annie.
Shucks, here's Saunders.
Yes, Joey, it's me. Miss Annie.
What is it, Saunders?
Strike me pink, Miss Annie, but that big brown giant of a nighted chief is outside to see you.
Zapiti?
That's his blinking name. Though what kind of parents the blighter must have had to give him such a name is more
What does he want?
Now, blimey, Miss Annie, you knows he won't tell me what he wants. The blighter only talks to you. Thinks you has some kind of magic, I guess it's 'cause you was the first one of us what talked to him on his island.
Any idea what this is about, Annie?
Not the slightest, Bud.
He must want something, or he wouldn't have come over here from his village. Hand me my belt there, Joe, with a revolver attached, will you?
Yes, sir.
Leaping lizards. Now, wait a minute. I'm pretty sure Zapiti doesn't mean us any harm.
Just the same, Annie. The success of my country in dealing with natives has always been to be prepared.
Aye, sir. And as a Englishman, blinking well, I knows it. I don't trust natives.
Now, just a second. Zapiti is just as mild and friendly as he can be. Since we put in that water system for his village, bringing fresh spring water down to his village through those bamboo pipes, why, he thinks we're pretty big magicians.
Yeah, good medicine.
Just the same, mateys. I think that big brown bloke is bad medicine.
What do you mean, Saunders? Have you any reason to think he means us harm?
Just that he's a blinking native, sir, and can't be trusted.
Can you?
Hey?
Can you? Great Scott, Saunders, you've shown yourself to be such a coward since we landed on this island that I...
Oh, I never claimed no medals for bravery, Mr. Wilcox. I am a coward, I admits it, but I'm a good coward. I don't put up no pretenses
Enough of
being...
this, Saunders.
Aye, sir. But this Zapiti is waiting outside to see Miss Annie.
Right. Any idea of what he wants, Annie?
No, but I'm sure he doesn't mean us any harm. He's friendly with us again since we brought that water to his village.
He hadn't better mean us any harm. He only brought 2 of his blasted heathens with him, both with flowers in their hair. And Mr. Silo and Binnacle Bob are out there keeping an eye on him.
Shucks, then he doesn't mean anything.
Just what I think, Joe. This is a friendly gesture of some kind he's making, and we ought to go out there and meet him.
We have to meet him, Annie, whether we like it or not. You say Saunders, Bob, and Mr. Silo are out there?
Aye, sir. And blast me blinking boots, they got their guns ready. And don't tell it I ever said it. But Mrs. Silo's out there, too, and I'd like to be that bloke Zapiti if he tries any tricks on her.
It's all right, Bud.
If Saunders is afraid of Mrs. Silo, why, Zapiti'd run a mile from her.
Well, I know it's all right. If Zapiti meant us harm, he wouldn't come here with only 2 natives, and they wouldn't be wearing flowers in their hair, 'cause that's a sign of peace.
I think you're right, Annie. But just the same, I'll keep my revolver here at my belt.
Right you are, sir.
Let's go. And Saunders, you bring up the rear.
Aye, sir. That's where I knows I belongs.
Come on.
Zapiti's out there, all right. I can see him through the doorway.
Yeah, so can I. And he's wearing flowers in his hair. White flowers. Over that feather cloak of his.
And there's Bob and Mr. Silo. There's the rifles hid right behind him in those bushes.
Yes. We're all right, no matter what comes.
Zapiti! Welcome! Welcome, Zapiti! Welcome you visit to our camp.
Ada, Waziri. Zapiti say, Ada. Ada.
Ada, Zapiti.
Ada.
Brave Zapiti come visit. Something Waziri do for Zapiti?
No. Buna Puntatora former Zuma Zumka. Zumka former Puntatora Bunakuma. Zapiti bunga ruma setai tuna buna.
Wait, Zapiti.
Eh?
I not understand your tongue. You know mine. What you want to say?
Oh, Waziri, sorry, Ada. Speak your tongue. Much magic you have, Ada. You girl child, him boy child.
You mean Joe?
Ada, him.
Toads.
He start water flow. You make water come to village. Oh, very great magic, Waziri. Many moons no have water such as you bring. My people want you to be Questi, him to be Kumba. Then people of Sapiti be sure to get water. Ada?
Questi? Kumba? What's Sapiti mean?
Your tongue, Questi, means queen. Kumba mean king. Ada. Want you, him, be king, queen of island.
Huh?
You be queen, he be king. Ada?
Say, did you hear that? Sapiti wants our Annie and our Joe to be queen and king of his island. How would you feel if somebody offered you a chance like that? It certainly looks like exciting times ahead for Annie now. And now, here's a special announcement for all you boys and girls who sent in last week for those beautiful gold-plated 2-initial signet rings that Annie offered free to all her friends who tried new chocolate-flavored Ovaltine and sent in that special gold-colored seal. First of all, Annie wants to thank everyone for sending in so promptly. Thousands of letters have come in, and more keep coming with every mail. And so we're mighty busy on all your orders. We're working at full speed to get all those 2-initial signet rings made up just as fast as we can. And we're mailing them out by the thousands every day. So don't worry if you haven't received your 2-initial signet ring yet. It's probably on its way to you right now. And you'll be getting your 2-initial signet ring with your own 2 personal initials right on it almost any day now. And be here right on time tomorrow to see what happens when Annie and Joe are made queen and king of the island. And club members, bring your pencils tomorrow for an important message in Annie's secret code. Until tomorrow then, goodbye. Here it is, time to start off on Annie's newest adventure on that unknown island in the South Pacific. But first, if any of you listening haven't tried those swell cold Ovaltine shake-ups yet, I want to tell you right now you're passing up something that's just too good to miss. Yes, sir, boys and girls everywhere are saying those cold, bubbly, chocolatey Ovaltine shake-ups really hit the spot, and how. Besides, making shake-ups is a regular game. You can have loads of fun making one up for your supper tonight. Now, here's all you do. Just take some milk that's good and cold, put in plenty of that swell new chocolate-flavored Ovaltine, then some cracked ice, and then shake it up in an Orphan Annie shake-up mug if you have one, or else use an ordinary plain glass mason jar. Shake it up for all you're worth till it's smooth and creamy and cold. And boy, oh boy, wait till you see how the big sweet chocolatey bubbles come foaming up on top. Believe me, you'll say it tastes even better than a double chocolate soda any day. And remember, besides making the swellest treat ever, Ovaltine shake-ups are mighty good for you, too. Every single shake-up gives you lots of special things to help make you husky and strong and keep you going with good old Orphan Annie pep right through all your games and fun. So don't miss out on shake-ups another single day. Ask your mother to get you new chocolate-flavored Ovaltine so you can start right in having cold Ovaltine shake-ups regularly with your meals and in between meals, too, every day from now on. But now, all you club members, attention please. Right after tonight's adventure's over, we're going to broadcast an important secret message in Annie's mystery radio code. So get your pencils ready and keep listening. But now, getting back to Annie. Last time, Zapiti, the native chief, who was greatly impressed by our friend's magic, asked Annie and Joe to be a sort of king and queen of his native tribe. Here it is next day now, and Annie, Joe, Mr. Wilcox, and Binnacle Bob, leaving the rest behind to protect the camp, are in the native village for the ceremony. Music can be heard all around them. And listen to Annie.
Leaping lizards. I wonder what it's going to feel like to be a queen.
Shucks, you ought to know, Annie. You've been a queen.
Huh?
Les has been a queen. What do you mean, Joe?
Over in Slovenia, a country in Europe. Gosh, Annie, you're not forgetting that, are you?
I was forgetting it, Joe.
You see, Annie was almost a double for the Princess of Clovania. And when the princess was in trouble because a man named Lorik was trying to get rid of her and make himself dictator, Annie took the princess's place. And for a while was just the same as a queen.
Good for you, Annie.
So, shucks, she'll know how to act as a queen. But me, Hop Toads, how will I ever behave as a king?
I wouldn't let that worry me, lad. Kellett, you'll make just good a king as a lot of them that used to sit on the thrones of Europe.
Rather. And take a look at your subjects, Joe. Brown and ignorant, with their hair all fuzzed up with grease and standing straight up on their heads.
And with grass skirts wrapped around their middles. Kellett, you won't have any trouble ruling this roost, lad.
But shucks, Annie and I can't even talk their language. And here they're going to make us their king and queen.
Well, don't let that bother you either. It's a mighty good move for us. It's going to cement our friendship with these natives 1,000 times over.
And a good move on Zapiti's part, too. Clever, that, Chief. He figures that by making Annie and Joe a sort of king and queen, he and his people will get the benefit of all our magic. Oh, it was a good day for us, Annie, when you got the idea of bringing water from the hills down into the village here.
Shucks, yes. Just look at that ring of natives standing around that stone tank we built over there in the square.
Still got wonder in their eyes after all these weeks.
They still can't figure out how we can make water come out of the end of a stick of bamboo.
They surely can.
Just the same, they're not so dumb in some ways.
I'll say they're not. Just look at those fellas over there forming with their spears and arrows. Shucks, some of those spear points made out of stone are just as sharp and polished as steel.
And those big shields they've got, made out of dried goat's hide, Kelly. I was looking at one, tested it. It's so strong and sturdy, I don't suppose you could smash it with an axe without 2 or 3 whacks at it.
Yes, they're smart enough in ways and methods that have been handed down to them. I imagine they've been making spears and arrows and shields on this island exactly like those we see over there now for hundreds of years.
Leaping lizards. Talking about spears and arrows, Bud. How about that army we were talking about raising?
Army?
Yeah. Bud had an idea, Bob, that we might be able to start a little army here.
To fight against Captain Steele and the savages if they ever made another raid on us.
Shiver my timbers, sir, that is an idea. Wouldn't we hand old Steele the surprise of his life if he came over here again and we had an army waiting to deal with him?
I'll say we would.
Well, what do you calculate the chances, sir?
I don't know, Bob. There's always the question of whether we can trust those natives with our guns.
That's right.
Besides, Annie's idea of building a transmitting wireless set got me sidetracked. But the army idea may be worth a try. Once the PD has made Annie and Joe queen and king, he can hardly refuse to grant them some natives as a sort of bodyguard. We may find them trustworthy enough to...
Hey, here comes the PD now.
Gosh, he is. And he's got on his feather cloak again.
Must be ready for the ceremony, Kelly.
Phew.
Now, don't you get nervous, lad. Just keep your head up and your chin high.
Ada Waziri.
Ada Zapiti.
Waziri Kuma Punta Punga Setai.
Wait, Zapiti. Chief forget Waziri no speak his tongue.
Oh, Ada. Waziri ready? White boy and girl Waziri ready? To be Kumba, Questai, king and queen of people of Zapiti?
Gosh.
Ada Zapiti, Waziri ready, and proud they feel of honor Zapiti noble chief do them.
Zapiti also proud to honor Waziri. You come now.
Ada, come on, folks.
Gosh, I don't feel scared exactly, but I got an awful funny feeling in the pit of my stomach.
Just take it easy, Joe. Remember, you're soon to be a Kumba, a king.
Boy, and won't that be something to tell the kids back home? If we ever get home. King Corntassel the first.
Shiver my timbers, that's quite a fire they've got built ahead there.
Right you are, Bob. That seems to be the spot Zapiti's taking us for the ceremony. Look, practically the whole village is lined up in a circle around it.
Maybe they're going to do some more of that walking on hot stones in their bare feet, like they did the first time we were here in the village.
Shucks, maybe, but it doesn't smell like any hot stones to me.
Hey, there is a smell in the air, lad.
You're telling me. Shucks, I noticed it about 15 minutes ago. It's the smell of cooking.
Trust you to notice that, Joe.
Well, shucks, I can't help being hungry and noticing cooking smells, even if I am going to be a Kumba, can't I?
There is something hanging over that fire ahead there. Hanging across it on spits.
Yeah. Unless my nose is awful wrong, it's pig.
Shiver my timbers, pig.
Say, that's just what it is. We're close enough to see now. 3 big pigs roasting over that fire.
Suffering sunfish, and we didn't know there were any pigs on the island.
The tribe must have some somewhere, or perhaps they live wild in the more remote parts. Anyhow, that is roast pig there.
And boy, does it smell good. Say, this business of being a Kumba is gonna be all right after all.
Yes, it's pig.
I see it is. All South Sea natives are wild over roast pig. Cook it from the Fijis to Samoa, they do.
Well, I won't mind a piece of it myself.
Shh, we're in the circle now.
Restay, zoom, restay.
Gosh, they knocked that off quick.
Restay, una zoom, restay, punta. Punta tora, buna, forma, zuma, bunga. Buna, zunga, forma, punta. Punta tora, buna, kumba. Kumba, questai. Zapidi, bunga, ruma, sestai, tuma. Kumba, questai, ada?
Kelly's asking his people about this move.
Right you are. And they seem willing.
Restay! Punasum restai punta! Rumba pestai sunta! Waziri?
Ada, Zapidi?
Zapidi ask his people. They favor Kumba Questai of White Waziri. You now become queen, king of tribe of Zapidi.
Gosh.
Punta Kuma Sotai Kuma.
Leaping lizards. Those men are bringing up feather cloaks.
Yeah, shiver my timbers, just like the chiefs, only smaller.
Sotai Bunga Waziri.
Ada, Zapidi?
Ada, with cloak of feather, Sotai made you. White Waziri girl, Questai. With cloak of feather, Sotai made you. White Waziri boy, Kumba. Ada Questai Kumba, Punta Sapidi, Punta Tora, Forma Zuma Zunka. Zunka Zunka.
Looks like you two was a mighty popular king and queen.
I should say so. The populace seems to like you all right. By rights, you should make a speech. But not knowing the tongue, I should...
Rumba! Pototai! Pototai rumba zoom! Zoom rumba!
Leaping lizards. They're all going into a dance.
And Zapidi's leading them.
Stump my mainmast. Didn't have an idea the chief could step around like that.
Look at that cloak of feathers he's wearing fly out behind him.
Boy, these are some cloaks, all right. The feathers feel just as soft as down, don't they, Annie?
Yeah, but I haven't been noticing the feathers so much, Joe.
What do you mean?
Haven't you noticed how these cloaks clasp in front? They've got something fastened to the feathers here that... Well, look, Bud.
Great Scott! I've seen the natives wearing these stones, but I never got close enough before to... Bob, have a look here.
Aye, sir.
Is this stone that's a clasp on this feather cloak a diamond? If it is, and if all the bright stones these natives are wearing are diamonds, why then we can be rich beyond all ways of measuring riches.
Say, did you hear that? Diamonds. Is it possible that all the bright stones the natives are wearing and those stones that are sparkling on Annie's and Joe's feather cloaks are genuine diamonds? And now, all you club members of Annie's 1938 Secret Society, attention please for an important secret message in Annie's Mystery Radio Code. Got your pencils ready to take it down? First, here's the special code key. It's number 12. Did you get that? Number 12 is the special code key for tonight's secret message. And now for the message itself. First word. 2, 9, 19, 14, 9, 17, 9, 12, 19. Second word. 14, 4, 12. Third word. 5, 13, 14. Fourth word. 14, 7, 8, 22, 4. And now the fifth and last word. 4, 9, 6, 22, 5. That's all, and you've just heard another important secret message in Annie's Mystery Radio Code. So all you club members, just set your telematic decoders for the number 12 code, the way I told you, and it will figure the whole thing out for you automatically, quick as a flash. And say, if you haven't joined Annie's Secret Society, I want to remind you can still join without sending in a penny. All you do is print your name and address plainly on a piece of paper. Then just send it in together with all of the special gold-colored seal that you can find only underneath the lid of a can of new chocolate-flavored Ovaltine. Mail it to Little Orphan Annie, Chicago, Illinois. So ask your mother to get you new chocolate-flavored Ovaltine, either the large or small-size can, right away. And then you can send in for your membership this very night. And Annie will send you her wonderful new telematic decoder pin and secret club book just as fast as she can. And be here right on the dot tomorrow when Annie and Joe will try to find out if those beautiful sparkling stones on their cloaks really are genuine diamonds. So we'll see you tomorrow, and until then, goodbye.
The little chatterbox, the one with pretty auburn locks. Whom do you see? It's little Orphan Annie. She and Sandy make a pair, they never seem to have a care. Cute little she, this little Orphan Annie. Bright eyes, cheeks of rosy glow, there's a store of healthiness handy. Might size, always on the go, if you want to know. Princess Sandy always wears a sunny smile. Now wouldn't it be worth the while if you could be like little Orphan Annie?
Here we are, ready to join Annie for another big adventure on that South Pacific island. But first, if you're not as peppy as you want to be, I'm sure you'll get a good tip from the real-life story that's told in this letter from Mrs. Harry C. Wood of Evergreen Park, Illinois. Here's what she says. My children, Lois, Floyd, and Marion, were very small for their age. I learned about Ovaltine and started giving it to them. They loved it, and now they have it 3 times every day. My doctor just marvels at the health and pep and color of my children. Thank you for the way it has helped our children. Now, that letter certainly gave you an interesting example of the good Ovaltine can often do. Mrs. Wood says it built up pep and energy for Floyd, Marion, and Lois, gave them good healthy color, and helped them get husky and strong. And don't think that's unusual. No, sir. Ovaltine's helped thousands of other boys and girls the same way, because every single glassful of Ovaltine contains lots of important things that everybody needs to build up and get more pep and energy. And so, you certainly want to try Ovaltine before another day goes by. Ask your mother to get Ovaltine for you, and then see that you drink it regularly, 2 or 3 big delicious glassfuls every single day from now on. And now, getting back to Annie. Last time, Zapiti, the native chief, made Annie and Joe queen and king of the island because he was so impressed with the white man's magic powers. Zapiti gave Annie and Joe feathered cloaks like his own, and each cloak clasped together with a great sparkling stone which may be a diamond. But it's the next day now, and our friends are back in their own camp working on the wireless set, which they hope will get them in touch with the outside world. Annie, Joe, Binnacle Bob, Mr. Wilcox, and Saunders are in the palm house. And listen, Saunders is talking.
Blimey, never seed any cloaks like that in all me days, except in the one that big bloke of a Zapiti wears. Mind if I look at 'em, Mighties?
Go ahead, Saunders.
Thanks. Oh, how soft they are. All feathers. Now, wouldn't it be good to have a bed made out of feathers like these, instead of the blinking odd cots that we has to sleep on?
Always thinking of your comfort, Saunders.
And why not, Mighty? If I don't, who will? Answer me that.
Shucks, no one, Saunders. Not anybody as lazy as you are.
Lazy is right. Hand me that wrench there, will you, Annie?
This one, Bud?
Righto. Thanks.
Lazy? Now, I never claimed to be no blinking beaver for work, I didn't. And how could I help you building a bloomin' wireless set? I don't know nothing about wireless, I don't. Of course, I could be handing you them blinking wrenches and tools like Annie's doing, sir. Only I'm sitting down here, and she's closer to 'em than what I am.
And you'd rather just look at those feather cloaks and think what a fine bed they'd make.
Aye, that I would, sir, to be honest. And no man can ever say Oscar Saunders ain't the blinking soul of honesty they can't. So there. Oh, of course, I might cheat a little now and then, but that's just to keep me bloomin' handy, and it is, in case I ever got a really big chance to cheat. You know how it is, sir, unless you've had training at a job.
I don't know how it is, Saunders. Those pliers, please, Annie?
Yes, sir.
Of course you don't, sir. No offence was meant.
Maybe you'd just better dream, Saunders, about what a fine feather bed those clocks of Annie's and Joe's would make.
And that ain't odd, Mighty. Say, Joey, how does it blinking well feel to be a king, anyhow?
Shucks, it doesn't feel any different from just being myself, Saunders.
Blimey, perhaps I'd better start giving you lessons in how to be a king, Joey. Now, if I was king...
You never will be, Saunders.
Oh, I knows it, Mighty. But strike me pink, there's no harm in just wishing, is there? Now, if I was you, Joey, and was king of the tribe on this island, believe me, I'd get some service around here, I would. First of all, instead of these here feather cloaks, I'd have the blinking nighties make me a bed of 'em, I would. About 3 feet thick and in the blinking shade. Then I'd have about 4 body servants what was just to wait on me. One of the blighters would have nothing to do but bring me nice, long, cooling drinks. The second one would have a big palm leaf fan and keep it a-going all the time, so's I'd have a cool breeze a-blowing over me. The third would... Mighties!
What is it, Saunders?
This cloak. This blinking feather cloak I've been turning over in me hands while I've been talking.
Well, what about it?
Look, there's a sort of clasp on here, sort of like a big button. And blimey, Mighties, blimey, have a look at this here clasp.
What about it, Saunders?
What about it? Strike me for a blinking seagull if this clasp ain't a...
A what, Saunders?
A diamond, sir. A diamond.
Diamond?
Blimey, if it ain't, I'm a... Let me have a blinking look at this other cloak. Strike me pink. Yes, the same sort of stone. Blue fire in the blinking things. Sparkle like the sun glinted through the top of the waves. Like the beards of the King of England for 14 generations. We got something here, Mighties. We got something.
You really think these are diamonds, Saunders?
If they ain't, miss, they're so like 'em that even a blinking jeweler couldn't tell the difference. Now, I've handled a few diamonds in me day, I has.
I thought so.
Eh, sir?
Nothing. Go on, Saunders.
I handled a few, I has, what comes into me hands in various ways. Always got a good price for 'em from pawnbrokers, too, from Liverpool to Sydney, Australia. And if these ain't diamonds, say...
What, Saunders?
Strike me pink. These natives around here. I've saw 'em watching and wearing these blinking stones in their ears and in their hair, but I seed so blinking many of 'em, I never thought for a moment that... And this is the first chance I've had to see any of 'em up close. 'Cause I ain't such a brave man I'd go and investigate what some bloomin' heathen was wearing in his ear. I ain't.
We know that, Saunders. Go on about that cloak clasp you have in your hand there.
Aye, sir. I'd eat me blinking hat if it ain't a genuine diamond. The blinking colour, the sparkle, the way it feels in me hand. Oh, of course there is a test for a diamond.
What?
May not be a genuine test. Leastwise a blinking chemist mightn't go for it. But I found in dealing with the stones, and I've had a few over in Limehouse, just handling a few, you see, that might have been smuggled or might have been stole. Not by me, you understand. Just handling them for old Mighty, so to speak. However, not being no chemist, I always tried 'em out on a piece of blinking glass, a shop window or the like. Diamonds, you see, are so blinking odd, they'll cut and scratch glass, whereas artificial stones won't.
Shucks, just our luck. Not a piece of glass to test them with on the whole island.
Leaping lizards, now we won't know whether they're diamonds or not.
Oh, yes, we will, miss.
How?
We'll give him the blinking glass test.
But shucks, there isn't any glass here. Sapiti's natives don't have glass. And every glass bottle we brought ashore from the wreck we threw into the ocean with messages in them.
We still got a piece of glass, Joey. Oh, I hates to do this, but I suppose as it's for the good of all concerned.
Mr. Silo's gold watch.
Shucks, it is his watch.
Why, yes, matey's, 'cause it's his watch.
Saunders, have you had that watch all the time we've been here on this island?
Why, yes, sir, you knows I has. Don't you remember I was carrying it when we landed on account of a little trade I made with him on board ship before she sank?
Saunders is right, sir.
And then during the bloomin' rescue work, it warn't right that Mr. Silas should wear his watch when any time he might have fell overboard from the blinking raft and had a shark eat him in his watch, too. So I just went on carrying it.
But you never told us you had it, Saunders. Suffering sunfish and all the excitement that's happened to us here on the island, I forgot all about it. And I guess Mr. Silo did, too.
No, miss, I didn't tell you because I thought...
You thought if we were ever picked up and rescued, you could get away with the gold in it.
Oh, Miss Annie, now, to be honest, and let me tell you, I am honest at times. Oh, yes, I did have some such thought in me mind, but for the blinking good of all concerned, I produced the watch so as we can make a test on it for these here diamonds.
Yeah. Diamonds would interest you more than gold.
And why not, miss? Strike me pink, ain't they a lot more valuable?
All right. But after you've made your test, I'll just take that watch and give it back to Mr. Silo where it belongs.
Yes, I was afeard of that. But a sacrifice is a sacrifice, I says.
But how are you going to make the test with the watch, Saunders?
The crystal, Joey, the blinking crystal on the face of the watch. It's glass, don't you see?
Gosh, that's right.
Get to it, Saunders.
Aye, sir. I'm as blinking interested as you are to see whether... Now then, I'll just take this stone clasp of the cloak and draw it across the face of the watch crystal.
Well? What happened, Saunders?
Mateys.
Well?
Mateys. Oh, strike me pink and bless every King George from 1 to 17. Look, mateys, look.
That stone made a mark on the glass.
Clean across it. Then it's a genuine diamond, Saunders?
Blimey, if it ain't, then I knows a lot of blinking pawnbrokers from Liverpool to Sydney what's been done in. We're rich, mateys, rich. Why, the old blasted island is covered with these stones. Every blinking native is wearing them in their hair, in their ears. All we got to do is take them away from them.
That'll do, Saunders.
Hey, you don't understand, sir.
That will do, I say.
But you don't understand. We're rich. Why, there are diamonds on this blasted island to burn, thousands of them.
Silence!
Aye, sir.
Well, friends, it looks as if what we thought is true.
Aye. That it does, sir.
Oh, what you thought. Blimey, you don't mean to say you'd a suspicion all along these was diamonds?
For once you're right, Saunders. We just wanted to try them out on you.
Lord, lummy, blast they all clean through me.
I had an idea that you'd probably had more or less dealings in the stones outside the law, which you admitted. So we tested you out as our expert to find out whether these were real diamonds or not.
Well, blast me for a North Sea lummox.
Apparently the stones are real, sir.
Gosh, yes.
And as Saunders says, the island's literally full of them.
Thousands of them, no doubt.
Yes, thousands of them, mighty thousands. Why, there must be millions of pounds worth of diamonds here on this blinking island. Lord lummy, what you all sitting there so calm for? Don't you realize we're rich? Rich. Even if we don't take 'em from the bloomin' natives, we can find the mine. We can mine it ourselves. Dig diamonds out of the blinking rocks. We're rich. Rich, we can be lords of the world.
That'll do, Saunders.
Hey?
That will do. You don't seem to realize that these diamonds, if they are diamonds, are worse than useless to us.
But I don't get you, sir.
Mr. Wilcox is right.
Yeah, diamonds.
But I don't...
Leaping lizards, what good are diamonds to us here? In diamonds, we may be the richest people in the world. But a diamond on this island won't buy 1 pound of flour or 1 ounce of meat. And rather than all the diamonds that may be on this island, we might better have a single field of wheat. We could eat that, but we can't eat diamonds.
You're right, lass. Here we are, rich as the richest man on earth. Yet not one day have we added to our life. Diamonds, riches. Rather have a loaf of bread. For unless we're rescued from this island, we'll die here, and the riches with us.
Can you imagine that? Surrounded by diamonds on that unknown island, our friends have untold riches within their grasp, and yet jewels, riches are useless to them now. The important thing is to find some way of escaping from that lonely, unknown spot. But hopeless as things seem, do you notice how cheery our Annie is? Yes, sir, she's queen of the natives now, and with all her pep and energy, she's getting loads of fun out of her life on the island. And that's the way you want to be, too, full of Orphan Annie pep. And then you just can't help having a good time out of everything that comes along. And one of the best ways I know of to have pep like Annie is to make sure you get plenty of Ovaltine to drink with your meals and in between meals, too. Because every single glassful of Ovaltine brings you lots of important food elements, special things to help build up pep and energy and help you to be husky and healthy like Orphan Annie herself. So ask your mother to get you some Ovaltine at her grocery or drugstore right away. Tell her there are two kinds of Ovaltine, regular Ovaltine and new chocolate-flavored Ovaltine. Ask her to get you the kind you like best, and then you can treat yourself to 2 or 3 big delicious glassfuls every day from now on. And be here right on time tomorrow to see what happens to Annie next. And club members, bring your pencils tomorrow for an important message in Annie's secret code. Until tomorrow then, goodbye.
That little chatterbox, the one with pretty auburn locks. Whom do you see? It's little Orphan Annie. She and Sandy make a pair. They never seem to have a care. Cute little she, this little Orphan Annie. Bright eyes, cheeks of rosy glow, there's a store of healthiness handy. Might size, always on the go, if you want to know. Hark, says Sandy, always wears a sunny smile. Now wouldn't it be worth the while if you could be like little Orphan Annie?
Here we are, around Orphan Annie time again. But before we join Annie, I have a mighty good tip I want to pass along to you. When you come home from school on hot days, all tired and dragged out, here's one sure way to get cooled off and full of pep and go again. Make yourself a big, delicious, ice-cold Ovaltine shake-up. Yes, sir. As soon as you come home from school every afternoon, just take out your Orphan Annie shake-up mug or an ordinary plain glass mason jar, put in fresh milk, then some cracked ice. Then add plenty of swell new chocolate-flavored Ovaltine. Now that's all you put in. Then shake it up for all you're worth. The more you shake it, the creamier and richer and colder it gets. And boy, oh boy, when you pour it out, it's so frosty and delicious with all those big, sweet, chocolatey bubbles foaming and bursting on top, you'll just want to drink about a barrel full. But that's only half the story. Remember, besides tasting like a million, Ovaltine shake-ups are just grand to help pep you up and take away that tired and dragged-out feeling. Now, that's because all those special things in chocolate-flavored Ovaltine help to build up pep and energy quickly, the kind of pep you need to be right up on your toes and feeling tip-top for all the games you play. And so, if you don't have chocolate-flavored Ovaltine at home now, ask your mother to get you a can at her grocery or drugstore right away, so you'll be all set to make those swell-tasting shake-ups that are so good for you every single afternoon when you come home from school. But now, tonight's Thursday night and club night again for all you members of Annie's Secret Society. And right after tonight's adventure's over, we're going to broadcast an important secret message in Annie's mystery radio code. So keep listening. And now, getting back to Annie. Last time, Saunders, who seems to know jewelry, pronounced the glittering stones on Annie and Joe's feather cloaks to be genuine diamonds. But vast riches mean nothing on that lost island. Here it is, several days later now. Our friends have finished their radio transmission set, and for 3 days, Mr. Wilcox, Annie, and Joe have been operating it, hoping against hope that it's sending feeble signals to the outside world. Well, here they are in their palm house, and Joe is operating the set. Listen.
Am I doing this right, Bud?
Perfectly, Joe. 2 revolutions of the wheel every 15 seconds.
It's a good thing we got Mr. Silo's watch back from Saunders. We can send out these signals on exact time.
Yeah, I'm keeping my eye on the second hand of the watch right now.
Saunders surely headed to part with that watch, didn't he?
I'll say he did. But he's more excited about the diamonds now than about gold.
There. Shucks, do you suppose there really are diamonds on this island, Bud?
Don't know, Joe. Of course, I wouldn't trust Saunders as far as I could throw a grand piano. But the man seems to know something about diamonds.
I'll say. He admitted he dealt in stolen and smuggled ones all over the world.
Yes, he knows something about them, all right. But before I went head over heels on these, I'd have the opinion of a good jeweler or chemist.
Leaping lizards, what difference does it make anyhow? We can't use the diamonds.
Not here, Annie, not in 1,000 years. If we could live that long on this island. As Binnacle Bob said, a loaf of bread would be of more use to us. But just the same, if these stones that the natives wear so freely in their ears and hair are diamonds...
You getting excited about them too, Mr. Wilcox?
Yes, Annie, I'm afraid I am. There's probably a little bit of the Saunders in all of us. I can't help thinking, well, I'm a young man. If we ever are rescued from this island, well, it would be mighty nice to be able to go back to my England rich. Oh, there I go. Like Saunders, dreaming dreams of riches back in civilization. Sorry, it won't happen again.
It's all right, Bud. But, leaping lizards, do you suppose this set is going to do anything for us? Here we've been working it for 3 days now. Do you suppose any sound we're sending is getting anywhere?
I hope so, Annie. But I can't guarantee it. After all, I've only done the best I could. With more things and material to work with, I think I might have made a transmission set that we could speak over, or at least one on which we could send Morse code, and actual signals and telegraph. As it is, this will have to do, for it's the best I can do.
The watch, Joe?
Shucks, yeah.
Turning that crank and wheel, Mr. Wilcox, like Joe's doing, what does it really do?
It puts electric waves in operation, Annie. Or I hope it does. And those waves should interfere with normal wireless communication on the Pacific and on its shores, so that sooner or later someone in some wireless station is going to begin to wonder where these strange sounds we're making on the air are coming from.
Shucks, what sound?
They don't sound like much to us, Joe, but on a receiving set...
Wait a minute. Okay, go ahead, Bud.
On a receiving set, they'll make quite a commotion. It should make the waves we're sending out from here a loud whining sound, rather like the wind howling around a roof on a blustery night. Only anyone who hears them will know they're not static.
Why?
Because they come regularly. Don't you see? That's the reason we've been sending out our calls 15 seconds apart, regular. For the last 3 days now, we've been working this set of ours for 15 minutes every hour. And if we have a strong enough generator here, and our waves really are getting out into the ether, by this time some ship in the Pacific, or perhaps some powerful land station has heard them, coming at regular intervals, and if they have, you can bet they're wondering about them.
Say, do you suppose this homemade transmission radio set of Annie's on her unknown island really is getting results? They have no way of telling, but Wilcox isn't too confident of it, though he did the best work he could, and each hour our friends sent out their frantic signals. But now we're going thousands of miles away, across the great Pacific to the port of Valparaiso on the coast of Chile in South America. Last time we were there, we met Daddy Warbucks with his friends Bill Darch and Captain Taffrail on the Falcon. Mr. Warbucks was just about ready to give up the search for his Annie, but he asked his friends to grant him one more week. The week was up today. But just as the Falcon was about to weigh anchor, a representative of the government of Chile, and Mr. Warbucks has been working with all governments of South America in his frantic search for Annie, came to the yacht with a story of mysterious radio signals, which the big government station at Valparaiso had been receiving. And here now, in an automobile, driving swiftly to the big radio station, is Mr. Warbucks, Darch, and Captain Taffrail with the messenger. And listen, Mr. Warbucks is talking.
Didn't I tell you, fellas? Didn't I tell you? Now, Oliver, take it easy, old man. Take it easy. Listen, if there's a ray of hope, a single ray... Now, don't get your heart set on this, old-timer. Just because this radio station here in Chile has been getting queer calls, you... Queer? I'll say they're queer. From what Senor Gomez here says, why, it might be my Annie sending out these calls. It might be that...
Easy, Oliver. By the sea, we stayed here with you for a week.
Yes, a week. And what do we get? Our first leading clue.
But don't get your hopes up too high. Senor Gomez here merely came to us...
Senor. On orders from Senor Carranza, head of the Radio Bureau of Chile. Queer signals he has received by air. And acting on orders from El Presidente...
My request.
I was sent to summon you. And here we are. Senors, the great radio station of my country.
Well, come on. We're with you, Oliver, but please don't hope for too much.
Okay, Bill. I've got a hold of myself. Let's go inside.
This way, senors. Senor Carranza.
Gomez.
I have brought them, senor, according to orders.
Which one of you senors is Senor Warbucks?
I am.
Very well. Senor, I was ordered by El Presidente to report to you, senor.
Right. Well, what is it?
I am not sure, senor, nor do I know the whys and wherefores of my orders. Nevertheless, I was ordered to report to you that we, in our radio station here, have been receiving strange signals.
Signals, senor?
Not signals exactly, but our communication with shore stations and with ships at sea has been interfered with by strange waves and sounds, which in all my experience I have never met with here before.
Annie.
Now, just a second, Oliver. I don't want to throw cold water on anything, but just because...
Annie.
Easy, Oliver. By the sea, this doesn't mean...
Gentlemen, I have my own ideas regarding this. I'm not a stubborn man, but I can't help the feel in my heart that... Senor Carranza.
Si, senor.
Can we hear these signals that you picked up?
Oh, si, senor. But they amount to nothing. Merely an interference with our normal communication.
I told you so, Oliver.
Just the same, let's hear them.
Very easy, mis amigos. For 15 minutes of each hour for the past 3 days, we have heard the sound. It is the time now. Juan.
Si, senor.
Put power on. We wish to hear these sounds which come to us from somewhere every 15 seconds. Si. Now, but listen now, mis amigos. Any second and you... There it is, my friends.
Great guns. You mean you've heard this for 3 days now?
Si, senor. Every hour. For 15 minutes at 15-second intervals. In a moment you will hear it again, senor.
No idea where it comes from?
No, senor. This is new to us. Ever since I have been in charge of this station, never have I seen...
Great guns, then it must be...
Oliver,
Now, Bill, I'm sure of it in my heart. I may be an old fool, but I believe this signal is coming from Annie. Maybe I'm not being strictly reasonable in this. That sound might be caused by any one of 1,000 different things. But I believe it's coming from Annie. And now, I won't quit in my job here until I find out if it is coming from her.
Say, did you hear that? Annie's signals are coming through. But will Daddy Warbucks ever be able to follow up that weird, helpless signal, which can give him no directions as to where he can find Annie's lost island? And now, tonight's club night, so all you members of Annie's Secret Society, attention please for an important secret message in Annie's Mystery Radio Code. Get your pencils ready, and here's the special code key for tonight. It's number 17. Have you got that? Number 17 is the special code key for tonight's secret message. And now, here's the message itself. First word, 2, 13, 22, 14, 9, 13. Second word, 24, 19, 13, 13, 15, 13. Third word, 5, 15, 14, 25, 25, 1, 25, 4. Fourth word, 14, 25, 10, 19, 12, 13, 9. And now the fifth and last word. 9, 14, 1, 11.
That's all, and that was another important secret message in Annie's Mystery Radio Code. So all you club members, set your telematic decoder pins for the number 17 code as I told you, and you'll have the whole thing figured out automatically, quick as a wink. And say, if you're missing out on the fun of decoding these secret messages from Annie, don't forget, you can still join her secret society free if you try new chocolate-flavored Ovaltine. Now, all you do is print your name and address plainly on a piece of paper. Then, mail it in, together with all of the special gold-colored seal that you can find only underneath the lid of a can of new chocolate-flavored Ovaltine. Mail it to Little Orphan Annie, Chicago, Illinois. So ask your mother to get you new chocolate-flavored Ovaltine so you can send in the gold-colored seal for your membership right away. And then Annie will send you her official telematic decoder pin and the big book of club secrets just as fast as she can. And everybody wants to be here right on time tomorrow to see if Daddy can find some way of tracing Annie now that he's heard their feeble radio signals. Until tomorrow, then, goodbye.
The little chatterbox, the one with pretty auburn locks. Whom do you see? It's little Orphan Annie. She and Sandy make a pair, they never seem to have a care. Cute little she, this little Orphan Annie. Bright eyes, cheeks of rosy glow, there's a store of healthiness handy. Might size, always on the go, if you want to know. Princess Sandy always wears a sunny smile. Now wouldn't it be worth the while if you could be like little Orphan Annie?
Here it is, time to see what's happening to Annie and our friends deep in the jungle of that unknown island. But right now, let me tip you off to something very important. If you haven't tried those swell chocolate-flavored Ovaltine shake-ups yet, be sure to try them right away. Boy, when you find out how creamy and sweet and frosty they are, with those big chocolatey bubbles foaming around on top, you'll certainly be glad you tried chocolate-flavored Ovaltine. And tomorrow night you'll be twice as glad, because tomorrow night at this same time, I'll be telling you all about that big and thrilling surprise that's coming for Annie's radio friends. Something brand new and different. And if you've tried chocolate-flavored Ovaltine, it's something you can get absolutely free just by sending in that special gold-colored seal from under the lid of the can. Now, I can't tell you exactly what it is yet, but I can tell you now it's something you'll be thrilled to hear about, and something that'll be all kinds of fun to have for your very own. So ask your mother to get you a can of new chocolate-flavored Ovaltine tonight. Take out that gold-colored seal and save it so you'll be all ready to send in when you hear the news of the big surprise that's coming tomorrow night. And now, tonight's club night for all you members of Annie's Secret Society. And right after tonight's adventure's over, we're going to broadcast an important secret message in Annie's Mystery Radio Code. So be sure to keep listening. And now, for Annie's adventure. Last time, remember, Zapiti and his brave warriors were completely defeated by Captain Steele and his villainous crew while trying to help Annie and our friends. Annie has stopped Zapiti's wild retreat, and as we meet them today, they're making their way through the thick jungle underbrush to a secret stronghold, a mysterious place Zapiti calls the temple home of his ancestors. And listen, Annie's talking.
Leaping lizards! This is just about the worst jungle I ever saw.
Me too. And we saw some pretty dense stuff over in India, Annie.
Yeah.
Well, the denser it is, the more chance of leaving Steele and his men farther behind.
Right you are, Bob. We've done pretty well already. And Steele's natives on the Chief Bonga have dropped behind. Can't even hear the drums anymore.
That's right.
And mighty good it seems without those horrible drums dogging every step we take.
Can you make it all right, Ma? Here's my hand.
Don't bother, Byron. I can go anywhere you can.
Good for you, Mom. Spirit in ships and in women is something I like to see.
I only hope Sir Petey knows where he's going.
He said to the temple home of his ancestors, Bud.
Yes, but what does that mean? These natives here can't have any real temples.
Makes no difference where he takes us, just so long as there's stones and rocks for his men to hide behind while they throw the spears.
I know. If we're behind rocks, Steele will have a time dislodging us. He can't shoot through stone with those rifles of his. He'll have to charge. And in a hand-to-hand fight, we, with Sir Petey's spearmen with us, will have almost as good a chance as Steele.
Aye, sir.
But where is he taking us? It's an unknown part of the island.
Yeah, to us it is. We've never been in this part of it before.
And no one else. From the looks of this jungle we're going through.
Listen, he's giving orders up there ahead.
Leaping lizards! Let's get up and see what's happening.
Come on, Ma.
Coming.
Shiver my timbers! Look!
Great Scott! There's a regular network, a curtain of vines blocking off what's ahead.
Land sakes, from the looks of it, it stood there for 100 years or more.
Gosh, but Sir Petey's men are chopping those vines down.
Yeah, just look at them pulling at those vines.
It's coming. They're chopping away at the bottom of that growth and tearing away at the top.
Yeah, and the whole thing was going to fall like a curtain. Vines that have been growing in those trees.
For hundreds of years.
Land sakes!
Down.
Gumba, forte sooner reste Gumba. Gumba, forte sooner reste Gumba. Gumba.
Look, land sakes alive.
Building.
A real temple.
Made of stones. Masonry.
Covered with vines.
But a temple.
Great Scott, look at the size of it.
Big.
Big? It would cover 3 city blocks. It stands there, a vine-covered monument to...
To what?
I don't know. Great Scott, this is bigger than I am. Bigger than anything I ever dreamed of. On this unknown island.
The way it's sort of tumbling down, it must be from some forgotten civilization.
Yes, hundreds, perhaps thousands of years ago.
Leaping lizards. Look at Sir Petey.
Gosh, he's kneeling down.
Facing the ruins there.
Oh, Gumba.
Listen, he's saying something.
Forte reste summa Gumba. Summa Gumba. Punta queste retava Gumba. Retava Gumba. Mundar sote ventura Gumba. Ventura Gumba. Arunta hada puntura Gumba. Puntura Gumba. Puntura Gumba. Puntura Gumba. Puntura Gumba. Come, Waziri. We now go to the temple home of my fathers. Arunta Adapunta Bandora. Come, Waziri.
Ada, Sir Petey. Come on, everybody.
Great Scott, Bob. Behind the walls of this old temple, we'll have a chance.
Aye, sir. We may be able to hold Steele and his men off, for a time at least.
Sir Petey.
Ada, Waziri.
What is this place?
Temple home of my fathers, Waziri.
You mean your fathers used to live here? Worship here?
No, Waziri. Long before my time. Before father's time, Ada. Temple of stone always here.
But leaping lizards. But, Sir Petey, why did you have to cut through vines to get here? Is there no path to temple?
No, Waziri. Temple not used a long time. sacred place.
Was that why you did all that talk before we came into this clearing?
Ada Waziri, Zapidi asked permission of fathers to enter. Ask gods, Goomba, give us shelter. Old gods, ghosts of father, now protect us.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Just the same, I'd rather have a rifle in my hands for protection.
Here we are at the gate, big enough to drive a 10-ton truck through.
Doors all rotted away, of course.
Punta! Vadasataya Rotunda! Punta Suntora! Waziri!
Ada Zapidi?
Zapidi order his warriors make fortive temple of fathers, Ada. God help, but men must help themselves.
Good for him.
Ask him about this gate, Annie. We've got to get it blocked up.
Okay. Zapidi?
Ada?
This gate. No doors. Chief Bonga and enemy Waziri follow. Must close gate, Zapidi.
Ada? But how?
Tell him to leave it to us, Annie.
Zapidi, leave to Waziri. Ada?
Ada. Waziri close gate with magic. Ada? Zapidi go give orders to men, warriors.
Magic nothing. It's going to be dog work, and we've got to get at it.
Aye, sir. No telling when Steele and his crew will hit that trail we left and follow us.
Right you are, Bob. We've got to get at it. From the looks of this old place, it's fairly impregnable, except for this gate. Swenson, Saunders, Silo, we're going to need all your strengths now. I figure we can tear down enough rocks from the wall above to fill up this passage. We've got to do it. And Mrs. Silo?
Yes, sir?
Here's your chance to start that Red Cross hospital of yours. Plenty of Zapidi's warriors are wounded, and we're going to need every man in the attack that's coming. Bind up their wounds, get them ready for battle. Every man that can stand on his feet has got to be able to fight, with spear and arrow and even to throwing rocks down. When the time comes...
Yes, sir, Mr. Wilcox. I'll do the best I can.
Annie, Joe.
Yes, sir?
I've got a job for you two, mighty important.
Whatever it is, we'll do it.
I knew you would. I want you two to explore this old temple while we're working here blocking the gate. I want you to go all through it. See that there are no other entrances where Steele and his men can get in. Go over the whole thing. A battle line is as strong as its weakest link, and we can't afford any weak links.
Yes, sir.
And now let's go. All of us to our jobs.
Come on, Joe.
Coming.
Let's move. No telling when Steele's attack will come, and we've got to be ready. Swenson, Saunders up there on that wall there and start pushing down rocks. Remember, from now on, it's life or death for us all.
Say, what a spot Annie's in now. With Steele's next attack liable to come any minute, our friends will have to hurry to change this ancient temple into a fortress. And Annie and Joe have the most exciting job of all. They have to explore this mysterious old ruin. Now, what do you suppose they'll find? And now, tonight's club night for all you members of Annie's Secret Society. So attention, please, for an important secret message in Annie's Mystery Radio Code. Now, first, here's the special code key for tonight. It's number 20. Okay, did you get that? Number 20 is the special code key for tonight. And now, here we go with the message itself. First word, 17, 2, 2, 4, 16. Second word, 14, 4, 1, 10, 13, 19, 16, 12, 1. Third word, 7, 12, 16, 17, 22. Fourth word, 14, 4, 17, 6, 13, 2, 14. And now the fifth and last word, 22, 12, 16, 17, 1, 21, 12, 16.
That's all, and that was another important secret message in Annie's mystery radio code. So all you club members, set your telematic decoder for the number 20 code, and it will figure the whole thing out automatically, quicker than quick. And don't forget, tomorrow night's the night of the big surprise that's coming for all of Annie's radio friends. Something brand new and different, something that'll be loads of fun to have for your very own. And best of all, it's something you can get absolutely free if you try new chocolate-flavored Ovaltine. So ask your mother to get you a can of new chocolate-flavored Ovaltine tonight or tomorrow without fail, and save that special gold-colored seal so you'll be all set to get in on Annie's big surprise tomorrow night absolutely free. And so, as soon as the clock shows it's getting close to Orphan Annie time tomorrow night, you want to be right in front of your radio so you won't miss a word of the big news I'll be telling you then. Until tomorrow then, at this same time, goodbye.
The show was initially sponsored by Ovaltine, a flavored milk supplement, and its scripts were written by Ovaltine's Chicago ad agency staff. They shunned the overt political themes of Gray's newspaper strips and concentrated instead on pitching Ovaltine, using almost 7 minutes of each broadcast to do so. Fans could redeem Ovaltine proofs of purchase for a secret decoder badge that decoded brief messages airing in the last moments of the show. Contrary to Gene Shepard's assertions, the messages were never advertisements for Ovaltine, but were usually related to the following episode. The show featured product placement and exploitation of premiums to retain and attract new listeners. Among those items were secret decoders, shake-up mugs for drinking Ovaltine, the show's sponsor product, and secret decoder rings for the Little Orphan Annie Secret Society. The 1934 Fan Club's members' handbook included a simple substitution cipher with a resulting numeric cipher text. This was followed the next year with a membership badge or pin that included a cipher disc, enciphering the letters A to Z to numbers 1 to 26. Announcer Pierre-Andre often talked about the virtues of the show's products, sometimes stretching towards 3 minutes in length. Well, that's it for the Airchecks podcast. Airchecks is a 3-hour podcast that uploaded every Saturday and played on the K-Tai radio network at noon Pacific time on Sundays. See you on next time on the same time and same channel.